evening, Tottenham fans, and welcome back to the Irish Hotspur with your boy Dave. Of course, Jack is travelling back from his holidays right now, so no Jack today, but Nick will be joining me very, very shortly, just on his way back from a hike, actually, so refreshed and ready for this stream. But of course, we are less than we're actually 20 minutes away from the kickoff of Tottenham's first pre-season fixture, which I absolutely cannot wait for. Very, very excited for. As you can see with the lineups, Brandon Austin in goal, Pedro Porro at right back. Looks like Archie Gray and Skip will form the centre-back partnership, which I know there's a lot of maybe thoughts on this from people going mad. It probably highlights have Spurs done enough so far in this summer transfer window. But at the end of the day, you also have to understand Romero, Van de Ven, Dragusin are also away on holidays after representing their countries at international level. So, there has to be a bit of give and take, And the only question I have on that situation is why not start Ashley Phillips? Why not give the kid the full 90 minutes, really put him under the cosh over the next two games and see what he can do? Because it's clear that we're going to need a fourth-choice centre-back heading into this season. As it stands, other youngster, Alfie Dorrington, is still recovering from the surgery that he had on his hamstring after he suffered an injury against Liverpool under-21s earlier towards the back end of last season. So we do need a fourth-choice centre-back, and I don't understand why we're not giving Ashley Phillips the opportunity to prove that he can be that guy. Don't understand it, but let's wait and see what happens. I'm not going to go into meltdown about it either, because it's pre-season friendly. It's more so about getting minutes into your legs. And also, we have three of the world's best young centre-backs coming back as well from international competition. Jamie Donnelly at left-back. My guy finally gets an opportunity to start a game. Absolutely buzzing for him and rooting for him today. I really do hope that he can come out here and put in a good performance. I know many people, won't expect much and probably won't judge him off playing at left back, but from what I've read, he played at left back in the 7-2 win over Cambridge behind the closed doors, and apparently he had a very good game. He was competent at left back. One area I think Donnelly can really maybe excel and put himself in Ange Postecoglou's frame of speaking is going forward. One thing we know with Destiny Adoji, he bombed forward and found himself in very attacking areas. If Donnelly can do the same and find himself in their areas and deliver that quality, he could very well be kept around this season. However, I'm just delighted that he's getting an opportunity. Obviously, he would prefer to have it further up the field, in a cam role, off the wing, up front even. However, it comes at left back today. Let's see how he gets on. Then, forming the midfield three, I presume it's going to be Bissouma, Maddison and Kulusevski. Bissouma, of course, sitting in that number 6 role. We'll have a chat about him in just a while, because I know many fans will want to see a lot better than what we've seen from him last season. Then we'll also have Kulusevski probably playing on the right-hand side of that midfield, filling in the Papamata Sarr role, I would presume, with Maddison being the guy tasked to bring the creativity. And we'll have conversations on them two guys as well in just a few minutes. And it looks like Johnson will probably go on the right-hand side, Solomon off the left-hand side with Son up front. With Brennan Johnson, he did hit a hat-trick against Cambridge United in that 7-2 win behind closed doors friendly. Let's see how good he is today. My biggest problem with him last season was the consistency of his output. Some games he would double up, he'd score, make an assist, and he looked like a real player. But then there's other games where he's in great positions and his final ball, his finishing has been found wanting, missing some absolute sitters towards the end of the season. So with Brendan Johnson this season, over the course of this pre-season, I want to see progression. I want to see him have that quality a bit more consistent than what he did last season. And then Solomon out on the left-hand side, hugely excited to see what this guy can bring today. Long injury layoff last season. Now, this guy's a very talented player, but he's had the last season at Tottenham missed most of it through injury, and the season before at Fulham missed most of it through injury. So it's a huge moment for him to be able to build up his fitness heading into the season. He's one guy that no one's really been talking about heading into the season. He's almost been a forgotten man. But let's not forget, he was brilliant against Burnley, before his injury. Absolutely brilliant that day. Him and Son had a really good partnership. Let's see if they can maybe develop on that a little, and then you've got about 14 players on the bench, but most notably you've got the likes of Lancashire, Valise, Scarlett, Mikey Moore, Tyrese Hall, people like that who I'm very excited to see. I'd also suggest maybe you're probably going to see two teams in both halves. I think that would be what the plan is. That's what they've done against Cambridge United. They played two teams either half, and I think that would probably be the plan here again today, guys. So let's start welcoming some people into the chat. Let's see how they're doing. Guys, feel free. This is a two-way thing. Make sure you get your conversations in for me to have a conversation back with you while I'm on my own. That would be absolutely awesome. But let's start with Mark, the centre-back pairing. Holy moly, might shape a few tonight. Come on, you Spurs. Look, at the end of the day, it's Hearts. You know, we should be beating Hearts. I remember, and I think they recently put it out on Spurs Play, when we beat them 5-1 at their place in the UEFA Cup. I think maybe 2010, 2011, we played a lot of youngsters, played them off the park. I think we won, 5-1 that day or something like that. So, you know, we should still have more than enough to beat them. And at the end of the day, Gray played at right back for Leeds last season. He'd have an understand defensively. Ollie Skip, defense is the only thing that guy knows. He doesn't know how to go forward. He gets a bloody nose when he ventures forward. So maybe it might play into their hands. Let's wait and see on that, Mark. But good to see you as always. Now, he also says, Langer going after Jonathan David. If he does, we might as well bring Hitchin back. Look, I think there's a talent in Jonathan David, no doubt about him, Mark. But for me, he's not good enough at this level. He's been talked about out of that French league for years. You've got to question. Man City went in there, pulled out the likes of Jeremy Doku, you know, and other clubs have gone in there and pulled out, like United today, pulling out the likes of Euro and players like that. If clubs really felt this was the guy to be able to fire them, you know, in the Premier League, up places, many of Premier League clubs would have went after him before. So I'm a bit hesitant on bringing on Jonathan David. And I watched him for Canada, you know, over the course of the Copa America. And they have, what was the ex-Leeds manager's name in charge? Well, the American guy, I really liked him. Can't remember, but he's in charge. And they played attacking football. He got a lot of chances and he missed them. And a couple of concerning ones was against Argentina in the group stage. They played them off, you know, they had real opportunities in the first half especially, and Jonathan David missed 3 or 4 absolute sitters. For me, I don't think this guy is the answer to our problems. In fact, I think it's only adding to the problem. If you've got too many players that contribute here and there, ultimately every week the manager's just guessing what ones to put out there, and hopefully it's their day. So for me, I want to see a bit more genuine quality come in there, Mark, for sure. Charles Preston, good to see you, says, come on, you Spurs, let's bloody go. I'm absolutely pumped. Scotty Hynam, big up to all. Come on, you Spurs. Good to see you, Scotty, as always. Mr. Edwardson, Mr. Edwards, 41-year-old Craig Gordon in goal for Hearts. Spurs surely have to get at least 2 past him today. Yeah, Craig Gordon, he was the guy that was at Sunderland under Roy Keane, wasn't he? At Rangers as well for quite some time. Should be putting a few by him today for sure. Just hit them corners low and hard. You know, with the age, it's science. It's going to take him a while to get down. Look at Hugo Lloris. Big up, Thomas. Good to see you, and really appreciate the kind gesture and the support as well in the pre-match build-up. Big up, MV Joker Davies. Good to see you. I know it's nice and early for you. Shem Tam, finally the real watch-alongs are back. Hey, Dave, come on, you Spurs. Not quite yet. Jack will be back for the one on Saturday. Nick will be joining me for this. Once we get a second person involved, and once we get Jack back in the hot seat, then they'll be back proper. NJ123 says, evening all, hope you're all well. Come on, you Spurs. I'm absolutely buzzing. I've been pumped all day. I got out of the bed with a pep in my step. You know, I started putting some maybe questions together and thoughts ahead of this game for today's shows. And then just sat there listening to Spurs music. I also watched the Ange Postecoglou documentary that was on Spurs Play as well, just to sort of gear myself up for it. And I'm super excited, probably too pumped, I would say. Dave H. 1960 says, big up, Dave. Hope you're good, my friend. I will have you playing in the background as I'm watching the game, but good to get your opinion. Come on, you Spurs, Tottenham till I die. Dave H., I really do appreciate that, my man. Means the world to us that people actually watch the game but have us as commentary. Personally, before I found YouTube, you know, I didn't mind the commentary, but when I found YouTube and realised you can have just purely Spurs discussions at halftime, before the game and after the game, I absolutely loved that, and I never turned back since, you know, watching games with, you know, biased commentary on, I suppose some would call it, to be brutally honest with you, Dave, but really appreciate it, and good to see you in the building. Let's bloody go. Jeannie D says, come on, you Spurs, big up, Dave, and the missing in action Jack. He's flying home from his holiday. I suppose we'll allow it, Jeannie, but, you know, we'll have to put him under the pump when he gets back, eh? Big up, Gaza 1991, good to see you. Thank you very much for tuning in and giving up your time this evening. Really means a lot. Teal Bicycle says, where is Sarr? That's a good question. Is he on the bench? No, I don't think he's on the bench. That's a good question, actually. Someone go on to Twitter, find out what the news is, and let me know. Jeannie D says, wish I could watch the game in the USA. Apparently, it's on CBS Sports Galazzo in the USA, apparently. So if anyone doesn't have Spurs play or don't want to give the club the money for Spurs play, apparently it's on CBS in America, guys. So go and check that out. King Huddle, good to see you. He says, let's go, baby. Let's roll it again for another season. King Huddle, I'm absolutely buzzing. We've got Loz Farange. Good evening, Dave. Feels like seeing an old friend again, and it's good to be back to a watch-along. Come on, you Spurs. Do you know what it is? And this is what I love about it, you know. So don't get me wrong. After a long, hard season, especially when things tail off, it's nice to get that break because it's just constant negativity and, you know, and I get it. It's rightly so because Tottenham aren't doing well. But, you know, it's nice to be able to escape for a little while. But one thing you do miss is the daily interactions. You know, for me, probably a bit loserish of me to say, but it feels like I've made loads of friends right across the world. And, you know, I really appreciate it. For me, I've really missed this element to it. The ups and downs, the roller coaster emotions of winning games, losing games, scoring goals, conceding goals, you know. But also the sanity that you guys bring me, you know, that we are. Sometimes before I started YouTube, I used to sit there and it used to be just in my own head with my own thoughts. I'd be texting the father if he was busy and didn't text back. I'd just be on my own, you know, and it's sort of like, it's crap when you have to try and figure things out on your own. But when you have other people with you and you can bounce off people, it really does help you sleep better at night, Loz Farange. I really appreciate that. Gaza says, this is all about getting match fitness. Absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. Levy with a bevy says, all our Premier League 2 winning centre-backs from last season must be sat there thinking, what the actual F, Ange. Look, if I'm Phillips, I'm pissed off, no doubt about it. I don't understand it. You're there begging and waiting for an opportunity, and Ange Postecoglou will not give it to you. I don't understand why he's not starting today. I presume probably that will be cleared up over the next couple of days. But with the likes of Radu Dragusin, Romero, Van de Ven out, there's no better opportunity or better time to be able to give this kid an opportunity. You know, for me, he physically can handle it. He's good in the air. I think the big question around it is can he play out from the back the way Ange Postecoglou likes his centre-backs too? And that's the only thing I can think on why Ange Postecoglou is holding this guy back, because that is something that needs to be improved upon. But I would be pissed off. In Dorrington's case, he's still recovering from his hamstring injury, so I can understand that. Apart from that, don't really have too many great options outside of that, to be brutally honest with you. Levy with a bevy. Carson Skiles, good to see you. Big up, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much for your time this evening, sir. We have also got Frankie E. No defenders, just vibes. Come on, you Spurs. It seems like that today, but you have to understand, you know, it's probably good in a way because our defenders are playing at international competitions at the highest level. Probably good recognition for their ability. But this is the ripple effect, the repercussion of it. But if Dorrington was fit and you know, and I don't know what his problem is with Phillips, maybe it would be a different case. The thing is, we don't have to do this today. We are. Maybe it's just about getting minutes into their legs. I presume Phillips will probably come on and play centre-back, Frankie. Good evening, Zoe. Good to see you as always. Big up, Dave. Good that Phillips isn't starting with the stronger players, but looking forward to seeing Gray and to have Ange Ball back. Look, I've already explained already gave my opinion on the Phillips one. Zoe, I'm gutted for him, to be brutally honest, but hopefully he takes the opportunity if he does get on in the second half. When it comes to Archie Gray, again, like Donnelly, out of position, not ideal. But I'm excited to see what he can offer us on the ball and also defensively one-on-one. That's not going to change. If he plays at right back or CDM, he's going to have to be able to do that. So there are aspects there where we can look at Archie Gray and take a lot from. How is he one-on-one defending? Is he competent in the air, I guess, positioning-wise? And how good he is on the ball? Let's wait and see. Maybe he's put Archie Gray there because he thinks he's going to be the guy to be able to help build us out from the back. Interestingly enough, no Ben Davies. I wonder why that is. You know, as far as I'm aware, he's fit and available. He could have slotted in at left back or left-sided centre-back. So that's maybe an interesting shout, Zoe. But it is good to have Ange Ball back. And today I watched the documentary about Ange Postecoglou that was on Spurs Play. And it was really enjoyable, actually. And there was a couple of things I took away from it. One is, I absolutely love Ange Postecoglou, his demeanour, and absolutely everything about this guy. He's a born winner. He believes in his style, his philosophy, and he has to believe in it for others to buy into it. And he said himself, on a couple of occasions through that documentary, that second seasons always get better. That when they're used to what he's asking for, and he can embed more of his philosophy, and he usually has a great relationship with players everywhere he's been at, club and country. And one thing that also annoys me is many people go on like this guy is naive and he's not cut out for this level. You're talking about a guy that's been to underage World Cups, senior World Cups, has won titles in many different countries, even went into Japan not knowing the language, and still managed to get his players to buy into what he was doing. So for me, I'm excited to see Ange ball, and I'm hoping to see maybe a development of that. See us be a lot better and a lot more sharper in it going forward. Last season, for large parts of it, we looked out of ideas. We looked maybe drained of confidence going forward. I want to see that spark, that injection back into it. For me, football should be, and Ange sees it this way as well, should be played in an attacking manner. I remember, what was it, in the documentary, they showed Ange Postecoglou being a fullback, but he was, when the ball was on the other side, he was always in the box, on the end of things, attacking, looking to get forward and stuff like that. So maybe you can understand why he's asking the likes of Porro and Edozie to do what they're doing, because it's not too dissimilar to what he was doing back in the 80s or 90s when he was playing. But it should be a lot better on the eye. It's not like last pre-season where teams, where for a few games maybe players were getting used to it. This should be natural instinct to them. Go out there and play, and hopefully it will be exciting and we'll score a few goals today. Zoe, let's keep this going. Let's keep milling through the chat. We've got Tyler. If I'm Phillips, I'm so pissed. Big up, Tyler. Good to see you, my man. I'm absolutely fuming if I'm Phillips. No doubt about it, Big T. I'm absolutely raging, lad. But look, maybe there's a reason to it. We do not know. Sean Johnston says, really excited by this lineup. It's very attacking. Looks like the look of the centre-backs. Glad we're not wasting our time with the likes of Royale. Absolutely love that. Nick, just bear with me. I'm getting a bit of feedback. Going with the chat for the time being. I think it's gone now, Nick. Dave H. 1960 says exactly what I'm talking about, Dave. Big up, my friend. Now it's back. Charles Ingram says, as much as I like Son as a captain, I've never liked strikers as captains. Never liked Harry Kane as captain either. They can't see all the field without constantly looking back. Much prefer centre-back, DM or CM as captain. I'm with you on that. I'm probably a bit old school. I don't like my goalkeepers being captain. Forward players to a large degree as well. I don't think they should have that responsibility. Their responsibility should just be go out there, be free, go and play, score and create goals. But I agree with you on that one for sure. MV Joker Davies says, according to Google, he's playing at centre-back and Gray is at left-back. Look, that may be the case today, but I would argue if Google done their homework because they haven't, done the research on where these guys, where Donnelly played in the Cambridge game. Nick, just give me a thumbs up if you're ready to be brought in. 5-0, right, let's get Nick in here. Just bear with me 1 second, guys. I'm going to bring Nick in. And then we'll get back to the chat. But we are 2 minutes out from kickoff, which I'm absolutely super excited about. One, two, three. And then hopefully this brings Nick in. Yes, there we are. We got Nico in. Good to see you, Nick. Good afternoon, good evening. How are you, my man? You excited for this game?
I'm a little bit sweaty, David. A little bit of a 7-mile bike ride in 90-degree heat from Manhattan to Brooklyn just to get here to be with you. But who cares about that? We got our Tottenham back.
Well,
and look, that's all I care about.
Thank you very much, first of all, for rush back. I really do appreciate that. That's very kind and very nice of you. Have you seen the lineup, Nick? What's your thoughts on the starting lineup?
I caught a little speed bumps. Almost had a disaster there. What I have to say so far about what I saw is I don't really care about the back line. You know what? It's least of my worries right now. I want to see that front line, the young blood, get blooded in. But I want to see link-up play from the players who have been with Ange before. And I want to see goals, man. I could care less. We could let in 10 goals. As long as we score 11,
I'm going to be happy, man. I want to see these guys do their job.
And that's it for me. I just want to see goals today. I want to be entertained. You know, this is what Ange ball is all about. Ange is about scoring more goals than the opposition, and he learned that off the great Frank Puskas. You know, that's something that he's taught him. Look, at the end of the day, the game's about going and scoring goals and scoring more than the opposition. And, you know, hopefully we see that this preseason, because especially after Euros, I'm sick to death of defensive football. It's tiring, it's boring, so hopefully at least we get an entertaining game. Just quickly, I'll keep going through this chat, Nick. I'll be 1 second. We've got Timothy Minter. These games are more important than anyone thinks. It's about fighting for a spot, more important earnings to go to Spurs. I think that's more what the tour is for. These games are more for the youngsters, in that case, actually fighting for this spot and building up fitness for the other guys. The preseason tour is more where they'll probably fight for their spots. Timothy Ryan Richardson says, you're a good bloke, Dave. Appreciate having you here to listen to. Kind of feels like I'm down the pub chatting everything football and Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. But you know what? I'm glad I can sort of try and create that atmosphere around here. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. You know, just being with like-minded people and being able to chat and talk about this great football club. Dark Sung G with the super chat. Big up, Dark Sung G. Really appreciate the support, man. He says it's finally game time. I hope to see Son score today. Come on, you Spurs. Nick Sonny down the middle. Do you think he's going to hit pre-season, hit the ground running and get himself ready to bang a few goals over in Japan and Korea?
He's had his birthday, man. He's had his preseason training. I think he's ready to go, man. I'm actually very happy with the fact that Son's had a little bit of time off, no internationals. He can work on being Son. He can relax a little bit, and now he can warm up, in a way that I don't think that we have in a couple of seasons, man. So, yeah, I'm expecting it. Now, pivotal right now. Do we know for a fact that Son...
No, but I would hazard a guess by looking at it that Kulusevski will... and then it makes sense.
But what about cheeky Kulu?
I would love to see Kulusevski
in the 9 position.
I'd absolutely love to see it, but I don't think that's what we're going to see personally. I think it looks like someone will probably go back up through the middle. Because if Kulusevski does play up front, then who's the extra man in midfield?
Good question. So let me look at it. Well, we got Basuma, we've got no Sar, right? No Sar. So I think without my phone shaking in my hand, trying to ride a bike with one hand. Yeah. So it's looking like Kulu in the 8?
Interesting.
Something like that?
Interesting. Well, I think Kulu will be in the 8 instead of Papa Matasar. Do you have a link for that game, Nick? To watch the game.
Do I have a link for the kickoff? Right.
Yeah.
Did yours end on you? Okay.
No problem. But big up Dark Sung G. It'd be nice to see Sonny score today. Let's wait and see what happens. It'd be good for him to hit the ground running. And maybe if he wants that striker role to come out and bang in a few goals, that's what it's all about, my man. Big up Dark Sung G. Really appreciate the support. The Big D says, Story Dave, happy match day. Where could one watch it? It's in, I think it's CBS America, CBS Galazzo or something like that in America, or on Spurs Play. They're the two options you got. The Big D, good to see you and happy match day to you, my man. Come on, you Spurs. Great to see Ribsy in the house, Stevie Fraser, Davey Hall, HMQ. We've got Greeny, member for 25 months. Really appreciate the length of the support, buddy. He says, we're back. Come on, you Spurs. That we are, my man. Absolutely love it. Big up. Legend. Mark says, Dave, look at the chat. I am, my man. Give me 1 minute. Sort out Mike. Whose microphone?
Yeah, it's mine. So I may have to restart and come back in, but I just sent you...
Thank you. Right, so Nick is going to... Sorry, guys, just bear with us. Get my own game up. Come on, Spurs. Let's bloody go. I'm pumped. Still waiting for the game to get going, guys. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. The game still hasn't started. I don't know what's going on. I'll get back to the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything. But we are back. Greeny for sure. Big up DJ AK. Good to see you, my man. Yeah, Jermaine Defoe leaves the club. That's sad, you know, because that's valuable experience that he can pass on to other people. Very, very sad. Big up, Lisa. Oh, good to see you, as well as Brian. Good to see you as well. Really appreciate everybody tuning in. The game is on our Hearts TV for 13 quid if anyone wants to give Hearts their money. Big up, Just a Harmless Potato. Good to see you. Hopefully you're keeping well. Now we can't hear you, Dave. 125050, guys. Please let me know if you can hear me or not. You should be able to hear me. I don't understand why you wouldn't be hearing me. Dave, in and out now. Oh, what is going on? 1212. Can I get a 50? Can I get a mic check, please, off people in the chat? Let me know whether you can hear me or not. People saying the audio is cutting out. Let me see. How do I go about this? Can you hear me any better now? Please let me know. Give me a 5050. You're good. Okay, grand. That's grand. People can hear me now. Thank God for that. Well, guys, we are underway. Thank God. Let's chat now, and we can get moving. Get the countdown timer going as well. Guys, your clock should be going as well. If you can let me know in the chat if the clock is going for you guys as well, that would be absolutely awesome. People saying much better. Do you know what it is? I think I've actually got a dodgy cable at the back of my mic box. So I think I might actually have to change that from all the moving about and stuff like that. But hopefully people can hear me now. We'll try and get Nick back in. We'll get that sorted. Do not worry about that. But good. Thank you guys for bearing with me and helping me out. There's always trouble when I do it. I don't know why. When Jack does it, it seems to be flawless. He's got down to fine art. Moved out wide. Solomon's out left. Tries to do a 1-2 with Madison. Oh, well done. Unlucky by Manor Solomon. Hearts dispossess him. Look to try and play it forward, and that's absolutely great. Tracking back by Basuma, getting across there. That's exactly what we want to see. Big up Derek Hutchinson as well. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're keeping well. We're back, baby. Watch-alongs are back. 2 minutes in, guys. Big up Lee Neri. Appreciate it. Shen Thompson's in and out. Tottenham Tom, big up Dave. Hopefully I'm not in and out. Hopefully we can get this sorted. I might have to rejig or pull my microphone box and set up a part tomorrow and have a re-look at it, guys. Do apologise. But look, let's look on the bright side. How much content did you guys to get this week? Yeah, hopefully, you know, you appreciate that. Yeah, there is some amount of seagulls flying around, guys. Look, Scotland, you know, it's going to happen up there. Pedro Porro plays at 4. Guys, let me know what you think of the new kit as well. Do you like it? Archie Gray. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's like Twitter. It feels like Twitter signals are everywhere. It's a joke. Oh, no, that's a shocking ball by Ollie Skip. Typical fucking Ollie Skip, isn't it? Can't make a pass. Puts everyone else under pressure. I'm sick of these I'm going to call them first teamers because that's what they are. It's just a simple ball out to Solomon and it's undercooked. I know it's pre-season, but I mean, for God's sake, start as you mean to go on. Big up, Rowan. Good to see you. Thank you for the 5-5. Big up, Ribsy as well, guys. Archie Gray moves the ball out wide to Kulizeski. Moves it back into Gray. Basuma now wants it. Come on, Basuma, let's go. Aristi, it did have to be Skippy. It did. It just had to be, didn't it? That's a better ball, though, to Solomon. That's a good pass into Madison. For those of you watching in black and white, Tottenham are in the blue shorts. Taxi to Leicester, please. Mike is fine now. Appreciate that, guys. We'll have a check back in with Nick, see if he's back. No, it's still not there. That's a good ball in behind, though. It's a good cross. Just to confirm, it is Sonny up front by the looks of it, guys. Hearts now trying to play out from the back. Solomon getting the press on. Forcing Hearts to go long. Can Tottenham turn it over? Basuma, I don't know where he's heading that to. That's absolutely shocking. Shocking from Basuma. Oh, Porro, what are you doing? You pulled out there. Hearts are on the attack. They've got an overlap against Archie Gray here. Can they use it? They do. Are they going to get the cross in? Squaring up Porro. He's trying to get back and help him. Ball across. Oh, the shot gets off. And it's blazed over. Sloppy in possession there. Very, very sloppy in possession. Really annoying. Need to start waking up in possession, guys. Brandon Austin. Back to Skip. Tottenham moving forward. Sonny gives it away. Sonny tries to win it back, though. Referee, don't you dare. That's sloppy. That is sloppy from the ref. Sonny smiling at him going, what's that for? It's shoulder to shoulder. I mean, it's not his fault that he goes to the gym and the Hearts player doesn't. You know what I mean? Well intercepted there, though, by Don Bomb. Come on, Donnelly. Good ball to Gray. Gray moves it out to Porro. Porro back to Gray. On to Skip. Skip finds Solomon. That's all you got to do. He does. It's on the overlap to Donnelly. What can Donnelly do? Looks to try and beat his man. Gets cut out. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's a good move by Tottenham. Basuma. That's a free ref. If you're going to give one the other way. Oh, this referee's already fucking me off, guys. Already fucking me off. Hearts with the throw-in. Put it back to their fullback. Oh, it's well picked up. It's a good ball. Kulusevski, poor touch. Picks it back up. Oh, it doesn't fall for Brennan Johnson. But that's a good, I think it was either James Madison or Donnelly that picked that up. The camera's a bit fucking grainy. You know, considering we're paying, what, 45 quid or whatever it is for the year, you think they'd get a better fucking action on this. Honestly, it's like I'm watching 1990 cam. There we go. Out to Solomon. Come on, Solomon. Moves the ball back inside to Donnelly. Shows well. Donnelly, good ball into Sonny. Tries to play Kulu on the overlap. Donnelly getting into some nice pockets and playing some passes now forward. It's great to see. Hearts now go long out. Ollie Skip does well to deal with that, actually. Two players around them. Could have got nervous. Done very well to deal with that. Brandon Austin. So far, two centre-backs are holding up all right. It's only a matter of time before we break these down as well going forward. I can feel it. Nick, let's try you again there if you're there, my man. I think there was a button I was supposed to press that maybe I didn't press. So we'll try you again, Nick, there if you're there and you can hear me. Got a message off him, I'll text him back. We'll try Nick again now in a minute, guys. Basuma. See what the chat's saying as well. Guys, still hear that crackling or not, please? I'm going to try again with Nick. Just bear with us. Pre-season, I suppose. That's what pre-season's for, though, right? You know, get yourself leveled and sorted out again. Basuma now on the ball. Good now. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Big D says, I know it's early days, but Gray looks comfortable reviewing passing from both sides. So far, he does. So far, he looks all right. Don't worry, guys. Crackling sorted. It's all gone now. Don't worry about that. Donnelly picking the ball up. Good ball in behind for Madison. Madison out to Solomon. Can Solomon find Donnelly? He's got him on the overlap. Chooses not to use him. Goes back to Madison. Madison with an absolute shit pass into Basuma. It's given away. Hearts looking to break out. One thing that's very exciting is that Tottenham are engaging on the halfway line, not really giving Hearts a massive opportunity to be able to get out. We were just turning the ball over and going straight back at them. Mr. Luke says, I'm an Edinburgh-based Hearts and Spurs fan, and they are playing the 1 week I'm away. Oh, that's so unlucky, Mr. Luke. You know, that would have been a dream game for you, my man. Both teams that you support. It's so sad to hear that. It's a good play, though. Kulusevski in behind for Brennan Johnson. Tries to find Son or Solomon in behind. And again, it's an overhit pass. It's gone out to the other side for a throw-in. Absolutely shocking from Brennan Johnson. Yeah, the big D of the show is pre-season 2 for sure. Tyler says, Dave, you keep mixing, confusing Donnelly and Matters. Tyler, it's not my fault. It's the camera. It's the angle. It's absolutely shit. Absolutely shit. Skip wins that. He's done all right back there, actually. Porro gives it away. Well won, Archie Gray. Bloody brilliant tackle. Basuma. Referee, he's nearly decapitated him. Fuck me, we'll have to put him back on the injury bed. Give me yellow. Bloody ridiculous. Basuma. Out to Kulusevski. What can he produce? Back to Archie Gray. On to Skippy Boy. Skip moves it back to Archie Gray. Of course, he's never going to progress it forward, is he? Out wide to Johnson. Johnson with a good ball around the corner to Kulu. Kulu doesn't even get his head up. Just whips it across. There's not even anybody in there. Hearts clear it. Again to no avail. Tottenham are there to pick it back up and recycle it. Basuma onto Sonny. Back to Basuma. Basuma does well to beat his man. Sonny, move out the way so he can pass it to Johnson. Thank you. Johnson onto Sonny. It's fucking overhit. What is wrong with this kid? I'm so pissed off with him. Last season he's shit. No end product. This season, again, good areas. No fucking end product. And I'm sorry, I know it's only 11 minutes into pre-season. But for God's sake, please, show me some improvement. Holy shit, it's an easy ball. Slide Sonny and he puts it across. We're 1-0 up. Oh, please, Johnson. Please. What the fuck was that? Hearts goal kick. Well done. Donnelly winning that header. Very well done. Shem Tam says, David. No, not at all. Not at all. DYT2 says, I'm not really a fan of the new jacket on Ange. I'll have another look at it now in a second. Tyler says, there's the Basuma we know and love. Exactly, you know, getting on the ball, looking to beat players, make things happen. Rumscully says, Kulu is not good. Tyler says, laughing my ass off. Seeker laughing as well. Big D, the commentator's already complimenting Gray already. Yeah, he's good on the ball. He's putting a couple of good challenges as well. Seeker 1 says it's begun. And Levi says, is Archie Gray also a right back then? Yeah, he played actually more games at right back for Leeds last season than what he did at centre midfield. And he done a very good job for them, actually. End up finishing in that position all the way through to the playoffs, playoff finals. So fair play to him. He done a decent job there. Hearts in possession. Come on, Tottenham, get up the field. Turn it over. We've got players on the bench who want you to run your nuts off. It's a ball in behind. Can Donnelly get back there? He does. What a bloody challenge from young Jamie Donnelly. That's just pure desire and passion to be able to get back there and intercept that. That's absolutely brilliant. Well done, Donnelly. He had no right to get back there. The guy had about 5 yards on him. Now it's Kulu motoring forward. Come on, Kulu. Get on. Oh, actually, I forget he's not playing winger. He's playing midfield. It's Johnson's role. Porro. Who's that? Madison. Basuma. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Ribsy says, Dave will dragging out BJ for a shit past 12 minutes into preseason. I'm here for it. It's just not good enough. Shocking. Good ball back. Oh! Good defending by the Hearts fullback. I think that was Solomon trying to get in at the back post. It was a good ball across. Let's see who put that one across. But Ribsy, it's actually not the first one. It's just like second or third. That's the problem, my man. That's the problem. It's every time he plays. But big up, Ribsy. Tottenham with the corner kick. Up to go short. Solomon. Donnelly. Good ball in the box towards the back post. And nobody is there. 14 minutes in so far. Really look like we need this game to get back into the rhythm. Dave dogging Johnson. I'm not dogging him. I'm just frustrated, guys. Really, really frustrated with him. I'm just asking for, like, better. I just want him to, come good. Because he has all the attributes to become a serious player at the top level. He's got the speed, he's got the, the pace. He gets into good positions and stuff. He just does fuck all with it. He doesn't utilize it, is what I guess I'm trying to say. Now he's on the press. This is what we like to see. Even the Seagulls are running away. Back to the Hearts goalie. He pumps it long. Well won by Porro. Into Johnson. Johnson moves it on to Basuma. Basuma goes to have a shot. It's blocked. Falls out to Solomon. Tries to flick it in behind. I'm not sure what he was trying there. No one running. And another attack comes to absolutely nothing. No shots on goal as of yet. Tottenham throw-in now just inside the halfway line. It's a good ball in behind. Can Johnson get there? He does. Puts in a good delivery, actually. Not bad. That's much better. I would have forgiven him if he didn't find the delivery in that position, actually. Kulusevski picks it up. Moves it on to Matters. Matters into Kulusevski. Onto Sonny. Onto Solomon. He's got Donnelly on the overlap. Tries to play it back to Madison. It's dispossessed. Sonny picks it up. Madison has it now again. Bit of a scramble here in the Hearts box. Madison does his man. Tries to turn and get the shot off. Greedy. Doesn't execute it. Gone out for a goal kick. That's better. A bit of good movement from Tottenham. I suppose at least we got a shot off. Guys, but how good is it to have football back in the evenings, huh? Kill some time. It's absolutely beautiful. Couple of ball rolls there from Madison. Does a turn. Tries. You can see what he's trying to do. Just doesn't execute it. Someone like him after being after missing out on the Euro squad. I think he'd be he should be hitting the preseason ground running. Should be burying them. Trying to set an example going forward. Kulusevski. Good ball into Johnson. Johnson on the overlap for Kulusevski. Picks it back up. Kulu. That's a penalty, ref. Ref. That's a fucking penalty. Let's not start the same trend that happened last season where we don't get them. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Not given. I mean, he skins his man. Okay, it's outside the box. Fair enough. Should be a free kick at least, though. Rowan says he loves the new kit. Guys, let me know your thoughts on the new kit in the chat, please. DYT2, why is no one sitting behind the goals? Either because they're not going to see any action or they're afraid of all the wayward shots, DYT2 probably. Big D says with all the Seagulls, let's hope Basuma gets back to playing like he did at Brighton. Maybe they're here to support him. You never know. Let's wait and see. He's doing all right, actually, so far. Kulusevski battling referees, just letting that go again, even though it's a free kick. That's shocking. Hearts on the attack. Porro gets back. Bloody good defending Pedro Porro, my prisoner. Let's go, Porro. The Seagulls, I know, they're really annoying, guys, right? Really, really annoying. John Tucker, good to see you, as always. Thank you very much for popping in. Just make sure I haven't missed anybody. No, I haven't. Good close down by Porro. It was, Paul. A very good close down. That's what we want to see. Commitment from the fullbacks. One from Porro and so far one from Donnelly. It's a good... Hearts with the free header. Oh, what a save from Brandon Austin. Surely he's offside. There's no flag, is there? It's from 4 yards out. I don't know how Brandon Austin has managed to pull that save off. What a reaction save. Absolutely unbelievable reaction save. Should have been an offside flag, though, surely. No, he's on. Right call, actually. What a save from Brandon Austin. That is absolutely unbelievable. He's inside the 6-yard box. He's 4 yards out. Well done, Brandon Austin. You Americans must be happy with that. It's another outswinger here from Hearts. And again, Tottenham not dealing with it the most convincingly. And that's a Tottenham throw-in. Pedro Porro looking to get on him nice and quickly. Into Gray, well done, under pressure. And the fact that they're giving him the ball under pressure probably shows that they trust him and they've probably seen something very good from him in pre-season. Jamie Donnelly, good ball forward. Basuma. Into Madison. Madison trying an outside of the boot pass. I mean, he could barely get a fucking shot on goal a minute ago, and he's trying to do outside of the boot passes. Seriously. Ollie Skip trying to beat a man at the back. I don't know what he's trying to do there. It's come across. Nearly cost us a goal. Nearly put us 1-0 down. Holy shit, Ollie Skip. He is all over the place. I get he's not a natural centre-back, but they're just basics. Being able to pass a ball and just not try and beat your man, you know. That's what they tell defenders. Don't take that risk. He can't even do it in midfield, let alone at centre-back. I don't know what he's trying there. Hearts nearly scoring. This is a good breakout from Tottenham. Kulusevski takes the ball off Sonny. Probably would have been better off leaving it with him. That's a good move. Oh, Hearts player just gets back to pick him off before he tries to feed Manor Solomon. And that's good tracking back by Brennan Johnson. That's more like it. That's a fucking shocking tackle on Madison, ref. Ref, that is absolutely disgusting on Madison. Yeah, it's a shocking challenge, Paul, on Madison. I don't understand it. It's an absolute shocking challenge. Greeny says it's an absolute great save from Austin. That it was an absolute brilliant save. Greeny says Hearts went close, Skip won, then lost it. I know, it's absolutely shocking. Shocking. Mr. Edwards says, I preferred Under Armour as a kit sponsor to Nike. I prefer Adidas. I want these bad boys back. So bad. Artist T says, sadly, Skip will likely be here by the time the window closes. Of course, box ticking exercises. You know, he comes through as a club-trained player and he qualifies as homegrown. Brilliant for the UEFA, for the European competition box ticking exercises and the Premier League. But this is my problem. Just go out and address the homegrown side of the issue by bringing in players. It's that simple, and promoting players. You know, instead of keeping them around here on box ticking exercises and weakening our squad. Pisses me off, artists. Really annoys me. Ribsy says, yeah, that Devlin is an Aussie too. Laughing my ass out. Sorry. Paul O'Connor says, what a shocking challenge. Inner friendly as well. And Tyler says, that's a red. Yeah, he's a bit overzealous there, isn't he? A bit overzealous, to be fair. It's a shocking tackle. But these are tackles that Madison's going to have to learn to deal with. Hopefully now he doesn't shy away. Last season when he was getting tackles, you know, or tackled like that, he used to shy away and fade out of the game. Hopefully that doesn't happen this time around. Ange Postecoglou loving being back up in Scotland, loving the Scottish air. Madison back up now on his toes. Porro. Back to Gray. Skip. Just pass it back to Gray. He's incapable of passing forward, that guy. Absolutely incapable. Basuma. Well done. Still got hold of it. Back to Archie Gray. Another ball back to Basuma. Basuma gets picked. This is where he needs to be more aware. Well done, Archie Gray. Mops it up, skins two players, and lays it off. Just showing some players how to do it. Brilliant from the kid. Ollie Skip moves it on to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro trying to scan the pitch, looking for movement, looking for runners. It's very static. Moves it on to ball into Brennan Johnson. He moved it into Son. What's Son dropping that deep, getting on the ball for, actually? Why is he having to assume that responsibility? Surely others can get on the ball and get it to him, no? What do we pay him for? It's a good short corner. Oh, Hearts just get the block in and it's cleared. All the way back to Brandon Austin. Donnelly looking for the ball. Gives it on to Basuma. Basuma out wide to the Porinator. Back to Archie Gray. Do you know what? He's had a good opening 24 minutes, Archie Gray, actually. Out wide to Solomon. Solomon unlucky. Still haven't really seen much going forward. That gives me a lot of hope heading into the season. I know it's only 24 minutes in, but I want to see us do a bit more than this. Skip again passing on the responsibility to Archie Gray. How many times have we seen that so far? That's a nasty tackle on Archie Gray as well, please, referee. I mean, you're going to have to pull out a card to fucking stop it. Skip. Donnelly's fuming with him. Eventually, he gives it to Donnelly. He has to run it right to him and bring players towards him. But, he finally does it. Donnelly. On to Gray. Gray looking to try and play it forward. Anyone going to give him an option? Kulu does. Good ball by Kulu out to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro looking to move down the line. Feeds it on to Brendan Johnson. Brendan Johnson cuts back in to give it to Son. Back to Johnson. All the way back to Gray. Move it across the Skip. Well done. Skip, find bloody Solomon. Oh my lord, he's so negative. He actually can't do anything else but pass the ball bloody 5 yards. Gray. Good ball into Matters. Matters into Kulu. Kulu, you got on the overlap. Back to... Oh! Good save from Sonny. Unlucky. That's a much better move. Much better move from Tottenham Hotspur. 25 minutes in. We're finally starting to see us play a bit of Ange ball. It's a short corner. Donnelly has it now. Solomon onto Son. It's a good ball by Donnelly. It's a fucking fantastic ball for Sonny in behind. Unlucky. I think that was Donnelly that played it. It looked like the jib of him. It's a good move there by Tottenham Hotspur, though. Sonny getting on the ball. Gives it into Matters. Matters into Kulu. Kulu fixes it around the corner from Son, who made his run from deep and followed through. It's a bloody great save. If Son's season is up and running, that's in. Oh, that's right. The Hearts keeper positioned himself well, to be fair. Craig Gordon, he deserves a bit of credit there. Art Barrow says it's on Hearts TV. That it is. Big D, Archie Gray looks, in fairness, so far, brilliant. Yeah, he does. He looks good. He looks good for sure. AGC says no room for challenges like that in pre-season game. 100%. It's supposed to be an unwritten rule, you know what I mean, that you don't go out there and injure players and stuff like that. Wonder what happened to that. Hearts on the attack here, though. Their winger looks to try and beat Kulu. That's good defensive work from Kulusevski. Hearts still trying to knock it about, trying to get a bit of a breather here, actually, with a bit of possession. Solomon trying to hunt the centre-back. Now Donnelly gets out to the full-back. Him and Solomon, between the two of them, close him down. It's gone out for our Hearts. Throw in. Oh, no. What is this player complaining about? That's like his second or third challenge, for fuck's sake. Is that another one on James Madison? Holy shit, referee. Are you going to deal with this? I mean, it's not. Kulusevski wins it, nicks it. Madison skins him. Holy shit, ref. Get a grip of this guy. That's his second challenge now. It's pre-season. It was a great move, great save. Richie B says, Skip, getting a run out or just being put in shop window? Oh, now we're time wasting. Ref, there's nothing wrong with him. Can you just please get him up? There's absolutely sod all wrong with him. Bloody shocking, guys. Fat Tony says full-blooded challenges in pre-season is a real dick move. I mean, it's a real dick move, to be honest with you. It's just something you don't do. You know, like they say, you never move on your friend's bird, right? Same thing in pre-season. You don't make dick challenges like that, you know, looking to injure players. Absolutely spot on, Fat Tony. Lee Neri says Devlin needs to go off. Shove the ref too. Yeah, he's losing it, isn't he? He's absolutely losing it. Yeah, he shoulder bashed the ref. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Guys, let me Roy Keane at this point, or Paolo Di Canio. He went for referees, didn't he? I'm going to have to take him off for his own good at some point. Fuck me, what's the stoppage for? How long? I've got a salad to be eating. Oh, you may as well take him off the pitch, go and let them have fucking Jaffa cakes and a cup of tea at this rate. What's wrong with him? What happened to him? They do get hit in the eye. She wouldn't want to go and play rugby or NFL, would he? Do you know what it is? It's the curtains haircut. It's the curtains fringe. That's what it is. You just can't handle it. Giving the Hearts manager time to issue instructions, and a lot of it is they just want a breather as well. Been under the pump for 31 minutes. Okay, we've done absolutely sod all with the possession, but they haven't been able to get out their own half. So they're just taking a breather here. It's disgusting. I mean, the referee really needs to start getting a grip of this game here. Davey Hall skipping defence is scaring me. You're not the only one. Richie B, yeah, he's playing centre-back. I don't understand why Phillips isn't in there. Lee Neri got the ball in his face. Yeah, I get it, but we've all played Astro. We've all played out on the estate with our friends. You know, we've all played, football over the years. It happens. You just get on and get on with it. You know, you game in my lifetime never got stopped like that, and the referee wouldn't stop it for a ball to the face either. It's a joke. Ribsy says the bottom off. Thank fuck for that. Took them long enough, didn't it? Bloody just joke. Gray. Out to the power there. Come on, Pedro. Let's deliver one of them sexy little passes. And he does it. Just doesn't ask him. Straight out to Solomon. Come on. Oh, ball back to Sonny. Just gets cut out. But that's more like it from my man, Pedro Porro. Remember, he answered Tim Sherwood. You know, if I was in a prison, I'd run it. And he's certainly running the lunatic asylum for sure. Donnelly. Out to Solomon. Back to Donners. Basuma. Back to Donnelly. Basuma. Madison now looking for it. Gets it. Basuma back to Madison. On to Solomon. Solomon with the ball in behind for Donnelly. Donnelly gets it cross. Just cut out. It's gone out for a Tottenham throw-in. That's better, though. The last two moves from Tottenham looking a bit more fluid. 3 or 4 nice little quick passes. It's much better. They brought on Kent and they brought on Hackett. I mean, are they trying to piss us off? They've already... Look how many players they've already took out. And they bring on a guy named... His name is Hackett. Oh, I may as well call him Hatchet. Jesus Christ. Madison. Solomon. Back to Biss. They don't want to put any balls into the box at all from corner kicks. Back to Manor Solomon. Good ball to... who played that one over the top? Donnelly. That's a nice little flick. New rule. Donnelly and Madison can't play on the same side anymore. It's too confusing. Oh, who's that? Who was that defending there? That was absolutely brilliant. Was that Sonny? No, Pedro Porro. Absolutely unbelievable. No, it wasn't. It was Johnson, is it? His camera angle's shocking. You can't even fucking see a face. May as well get my old box telly back from the 1980s and put it on. May as well get black and white television back. That's a bloody great switch of play onto Solomon. Oh, it's in behind the fullback's head. Solomon takes it down. You've got Donnelly and Madison. Use one of them. Tries to skin his man. And the ball's taken off him. And Hearts look to try and get out here. Tottenham swarming them very, very quickly over one side of the pitch. And that's bloody great work from the two players there. It was actually Donnelly and Madison both getting stuck in together. Tag team. Have that. A Heart sandwich. Basuma on the ball. What can he do? Biss. Good ball into Sonny. Sonny tries to play it in behind for Kulu for the first time. It's cut out. Porro tries to get stuck in there. It's taken off him. Ollie Skip now trying to... He done absolutely fuck all. Well done, Ollie Skip. Solomon. Into Sonny. Sonny moves it onto Kulu. You've got Johnson. Moves it onto Johnson. It's behind him, which is not ideal. Johnson goes for a shot. Balloons it straight off the guy in front of him. Honestly, 20 million too much. We may as well just give Ryan Session a new contract. Well tackled by Archie Gray. That's bloody brilliant from the youngster. Tackle, take the ball and lay it off. He's been bloody outstanding, that centre-back. Holy shit, ref, please. Please, referee. This guy is trying to milk airtime. It's not you that this pre-season friendly was arranged for, you bloody donut. It's for the two teams playing, you bloody idiot. Can we get on with the game? Here we go. Let's go, Archie. Remember all the women had that book, 50 Shades of Grey? Well, we've got Archie Grey. Come on. Solomon. Oh, he gets his pocket picked yet again. Hearts are out here. It's a 4-on-2 situation. Ball in behind Ollie Skip. Can the winger get their head up? It's a good ball across, and it's... How has he missed from 3 yards out? How is the scoreline still nil? I don't understand how he's missed. In fact, actually, how have Hearts created the 2 or 3 best chances of the game, considering how little possession they've had? It's baffling. It's absolutely baffling, guys. Come on, get your chats in. Speak to me, peeps. Speak to me. Got one here from Queen Ellie Hoiberg. Let's get into that. Big up, Absolute Boar. Good to see you, as always. Hopefully you're keeping well. Queen Ellie Hoiberg, great to see you. Just bear with me 1 second. We've got the Powernator on the move. Oh, Lord. That's a Brennan Johnson-esque pass. Gets way over hit. Brennan Johnson does well to win a corner kick out of it, actually. Well done. Well done, Brennan. Ellie says, here's some hearts as Queen Ellie Hoiberg. Let me make sure it's up on screen. Yeah. Here's some hearts as Queen Ellie Hoiberg got a drink. Get a drink on me, Dave, and some tea and Jaffa cakes, lol. Now, big up, Ellie. Really appreciate the support. It really does go a long way. You know, it's very difficult doing these on my own. I'm sweating like mad because I don't want things to go wrong. You know, and then constantly talking and stuff like that. It's very, very hard. So I really do appreciate it, and I probably am going to need a drink after. But, you know, your boy's on the Evian right now, so, you know, hopefully it helps me get through this game, Ellie. But really appreciate the love. And by the way, are you and Tios off to the QPR game on Saturday? It's made for you. Tottenham on the break here, though. Kulu. Out to Johnson. Johnson crosses it. Oh, it's well cut out. He tries to find Son. You could see what he was doing. Good defending that time. I can't get on Johnson's case. Yeah, and tea and Jaffa cakes. I mean, the referee's taking the piss though, innit, Eddie? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You can have you can have ham and cheese sandwiches if you want. I don't care. You know, it's just referee needs to stop being a dick. To be brutally honest, really appreciate that though, Ellie. Great to have the Tottenham back too though. Oh, it's a good ball in behind. Manor. Oh, it's just took off his toes. Tottenham purring here now like a Persian cat. Let's go. Madison. Basuma. Oh, that's a brilliant 1-2. It's a ball across. Finally! And it's Johnson. That's 4 goals for him this preseason. It's a beautiful ball across from Madison. It's actually a great 1-2 by Madison and Kulusevski to set it up. It's absolutely beautiful. This is Ange ball. This is what he wants. And like I said a minute ago, we're starting to purr like Persian cats. Absolutely love it. Let's bloody go. We're underway, guys. First goal of the season. Madison picks it up. Kulu with a death back heel in behind. Puts him in. Madison unselfishly squares it right across the goal. And we've got the one and only, the Welsh Wizard, Brennan Johnson, to tap it home from 3 yards out. So, that means I have to change the scoreboard because we are 1-0 to the good. Let's bloody go. And of course, we are the away team. Shite that we're away. Why can't they arrange some home pre-season fixtures? Absolutely brilliant goal. Well played by Kulusevski and Madison there. And Johnson there to tap home. That's 4 now for the pre-season for Brennan Johnson. Richie B, how's Solomon looking? Not great, you know, he's trying and stuff, but you got to remember, it's his first game back within, nearly a year, you know what I mean? So you got to allow it. Saying that, though, Leeds have nicked the ball. They're in behind here. Or Hart, sorry. And who's that getting back? Pedro. We're on the attack here again. It's another ball into Sonny! Just the first touch evades him. Ellie, every time I bring up one of your messages, we're going on the attack. It's absolutely unlucky there from Sonaldo. It's a good ball in behind. It's a great cross, actually. Use that man or Solomon. Just the first touch evades Son. But Ellie, you seem to be the good luck charm. But yeah, you know, most people, I think, related to Spurs now would prefer Archie Gray over 50 Shades of Grey. Who knows? Maybe the prequel on Archie Gray, but he's had a brilliant. Let me know what is a good cup of tea towards you. Weak, strong, little milk, much milk, sugar, no sugar. You know, what's that other thing they use? Sweetener, split, something like that, Ellie. Let me know. Absolute legend. Really appreciate it. Nearly scored 2 there at both your chats. Shem Thompson, Dave, can hear your voice now, but now you're frozen. Look, honestly, my computer's going haywire. It can't handle this much. Well, actually, it's not the computer. Sorry, I digress. The internet is haywire. So if this cuts out, I'd urge, how many people's watching? Let me go and see. Hopefully it's not an embarrassing figure. Well, 181 it says here. Hopefully it gets more. It's been fluctuating up and down. Get onto Air, please. Air Broadband. Make sure you let them know. The internet towards the Irish Hotspur is absolutely shocking, and we need better. Oh, Archie Gray with the clearance. Tries to get the shot off. It's a double block between Porro and Johnson. It's gone out for a Tottenham goal kick. King Hoddle says Archie's the man. Absolute 22 says muted. Oh, if this keeps going, guys, I'm just going to turn it off at half-time. It's pissing me off. I'm going to have to rejig my mic box around for sure. I'll have to call in the expertise of Nick. See if we haven't already scared him away. He's supposed to be on this with me, and because I can't do shit properly, or, you know, the internet's fucked, it's pissing me off. But big up, Absolute 22. Really appreciate it. People, let me know if you think I'm still muted or not. Big D says, Donnelly is some passer of a ball. I've been trying to tell people. He's absolutely unbelievable. King Hoddle says, that's it. The quadruple is on. He's getting too carried away. Absolutely love it. You're dead right. Support the club the way you see fit, my man. Don't let anyone tell you how to support it. Look, I believe every pre-season the quad is on. You know, the hopes, the aspirations, the dreams. Unfortunately, it's usually 10 games in. They all go. It's pulled back. That's a Tottenham throw-in. It's a fucking Tottenham throw-in, ref. Are you blind? Guess he's blind too. Bit of a scramble here. Basuma onto Kulu. Porro onto Johnson. Back to Kulu. This is good football. Well done, Kulu. Shows a bit of strength there. That's it. Take him to the gym, Kulu. Onto Sonny. Now onto Solomon. King Solomon. Good ball in behind for Sonny. Good run by Sonny as well. Oh, he skins him. It's too easy. It's child's work. And he wins a corner. Well done, Sonaldo. Well done. He's absolutely knackered. Look at him. He's bollocksed. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy with Archie Gray. Oh, could be something in that song, guys. Sonny and Archie Gray song, eh? Let me check my mic box. People are saying they can't hear me. Let me double check. Let me see if I can hear myself on my end. Yep. Basuma. Onto Sonny. Sonny out wide to Brennan Johnson. Is it overhit? Can he get there? Even he's quick, but even that's asking too much of him there. That's it. Half-time, guys, is it? Yeah, that's it. Half-time. Spurs 1-0 to the good. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on that first half. Impressed, unimpressed. You know, players that maybe you're not impressed with. Players that you have been impressed with. Please let me know in the comments. Like I said, this is a two-way thing. Please work with me. Get your comments in for me to respond to. Also, why not make it a super chat if you really like Ellie? If you want to be dominant, if you want to stand out and you do enjoy the content. Benayu says, where's Richarlison? He's not on the bench. Is he injured? Apparently so. Apparently he's still trying to recover from that injury. He didn't play against Cambridge in the behind the closed door friendly. So apparently he's injured. That's the only conclusion you can make unless there's a move in the cards for him. I'm not quite sure, to be brutally honest with you. Shem Tam says Nick ran away down the pub. I don't blame him, to be brutally honest. I do not blame him. Terry Betts says, play the kids. I think that's what we might see the second half. I'm excited to see some of them, and hopefully they can take it to Hearts and maybe put some of the first teamers to shame. That would be nice. Terry, let me know maybe what youngsters you're thinking about that you want to see. That would be absolutely awesome. Levi says, would you rate Archie Gray so far? Or what would you rate Archie Gray so far? I think he's been great. Do you know what? I think Archie Gray has actually been very good so far. It's clear, like, you look at him compared to Ollie Skip, right? How old is Ollie Skip and how many years has he been around the senior team? He's just passing on the responsibility to Archie Gray every time he's in possession. Instead of giving it out to Donny, and if I'm Donny, I'd be going absolutely mad at him. I'd be like, it's my chance to shine, keep giving me the bloody ball. But the minute he tried to pass that one ball out to Solomon and he didn't have the strength behind the pass, he just stopped, played within himself, passed on the responsibility to Archie Gray, an 18-year-old kid. I'm sorry, but Skip should be embarrassed. He done a number of things wrong. Not only was he not good on the ball, didn't want to progress it forward, but also tried some bizarre things like taking on his man at centre-back when he can't even do it at centre midfield. I would argue very poor 45 minutes from Ollie Skip. In terms of Archie Gray, I think he's been brilliant. He's getting on the ball, looking to play it forward. He's comfortable on the ball. And you know what? He's made a couple of great challenges in there as well, getting stuck in. He's shown that he can handle himself, look after himself, which I absolutely love. Guys, we're just going to try Nick one more time and try and get him in here. So just bear with me and please give me a quick 5-0 on that when we do get him in. I'll just get noise cancellation off or on. And then we're going to try and post him in here, guys. And hopefully Nick can also have a conversation with you, because I know sometimes you're sick of my whiny Irish voice. Let's get him in. Let's hopefully this works for you guys out there. Just wait for it. Nico, I think I really appreciate that, my man. Honestly, these are tough, especially when shit goes wrong as well. I don't know how Jack does it, actually. I need to give him a lot more praise when he gets back and say it to him. Let's move on to right and left back. Porro, I think he's been all right. You know, he's been good. He's got back, made a couple of good last-minute blocks, been decent enough on the ball as well. Maybe one or two overhit passes, but apart from that, he's been all right. Donny at left back, I think, has been good. You know, he made a brilliant block there in the first half. Had no right to get back there, but showed a bit of grit, hunger, desire, and work rate. Got back, made a great block. And he's been good on the ball as well. And in the final third, a couple of little dinks over the top and stuff like that. I think he's had a good game. Basuma, to a large degree, I think he's been all right. He's done some good things, but then he's done some bad things. I think with Basuma, I'm just looking to maybe grab the game by the scruff of the neck a bit more. You know, they always say about a great DM. In possession, they dictate the tempo of the game, and out of possession, they screen that back four. I don't think Basuma offers us that, which is becoming concerning, because he's clearly been given the opportunity, but it's just not working out. We've got Ian Cook, member for 29 months. Ian, good to see you back, my man. Really appreciate it. Says, by what you're saying, Archie Gray is looking good. That's good to hear. He's looked very good, I have to say. Very, very good. Look, guys, let me know. Do you think he's been our best player in the first half? You know, has he been our best player? Let me on your thoughts on that, guys. Up there. As for the goal, though, let's talk about the goal. Beautiful piece of movement. Madison picks up the ball on the wing, pushes it into Kulu. Kulu with a no-look back heel pass, straight back in from Madison. He's clean through, puts it across the box. An absolute Brendan Johnson. I mean, I was going to say he couldn't miss it, but I've seen him miss from closer last season. So he puts it away. So that was the good well-worked goal by Tottenham. But I want to see more of it. I think fans also want to see a lot more of it as well. People saying my mic bugging out. I don't know if you guys are playing sick joke on me today or not. I'll check it now in a sec. Also, Brandon Austin, by the way. Can we talk about that save from Brandon Austin? That was absolutely unbelievable save from Brandon Austin, by the way. 4 yards out, the guy with a free shot at goals, and it's just quick reaction off the line. Absolutely brilliant from Brandon Austin. Done very well there. Absolutely buzzing for him. Sonny, he's done all right up front today, actually. But he's had to drop deep a lot of the times to pick up the moves, start them. And then almost the chances have come by him almost following it up beyond that. Are we going to get away with that all season long? Let's wait and see. But he's been decent today. Maybe the final touch in the box has maybe let him down. You know, he had that brilliant cross that was put across to him. Final touch let him down. Then he's had two shooting up him to be able to get decent crosses in, and he has done. And of course, comes off with his goal. So he's done all right today as well. Kulusevski, involved in the goal, involved in some build-up play, but this is my problem with Kulusevski heading into this season. he hasn't nailed down a position in the starting lineup. And that's because no one knows. Reset your watch. The whole thing is frozen. Oh, Lord. All right, just bear with me, guys. I'm going to take a minute. Just bear with me. I'll be back to you in 1 minute. A hell of a lot better. If it doesn't, we're going to have to call it a day, and we'll get at the weekend when Jacko is back. But again, sorry about that. But as I was saying, when it comes to Kulusevski, he's not really shining in any position, you know. Right mid, you know, centre mid, whether it's the cam or the 8. He's not really grasping any position with any great sort of performances where you say, God, he can't be dropped. Like I said, I want to see him up front. I want to see him directly through the middle as the number 9. I think it'll work out so much more for him. Saying that, it was great. Johnson's goal. But I just almost feel like he's still going to fill them roles across the season. Like, for instance, you know, you're going to see, I think you'll see him moved out of the right wing for many games this season. I feel sorry for the guy to a large degree, but he doesn't help himself. You know, he needs to nail down one of them positions and give a shining performance. And I put out a video a few days ago saying that about Kulusevski, that this is his opportunity now pre-season to be able to nail down a spot somewhere in that team, but he has to hit the ground running. If he doesn't, he could very easily find himself frozen out and on the bench and have to wait for an opportunity. So he needs to get his ass in gear a little bit there. Big up Jimbo, a guy just who loves Spurs. Really appreciate you tuning in, my man. Hopefully you and Kate are keeping well. He says, come on, you Spurs, the quad is on. Look, I'm not going to tell anyone you can't believe it, you know, that we're going to win trophies and shit like that. At the end of the day, we're all Spurs fans. Part of a fan is, you know, hopes, aspirations, and dreams. And I'm not going to be a dream killer. I'm not going to tell people they can't dream. But I will say is, we do need to do more in that forward line if we really want to go on and win trophies, Jim. I think it'll come back to haunt us if we don't, somewhere across the line in the season for sure. And then Maddison. You know, Maddison's been all right, actually. He's took a couple of big hits, but he's done all right on the ball, you know. And, of course, that assist for Brennan Johnson as well. Very unselfish and good cross as well. And we've seen Werner and Johnson not being able to make them. So, you know, fair play to him. He's been all right. When he gets hit, he does a lot of moaning and crying around on the ground like a baby at times, and that annoys me. It almost feels like he disrupts the rhythm of the game, because it's every time he gets tackled, we have to take 5 or 10 minutes off. Everyone has to go in for Jaffa cakes and tea while the physios are tending to him. Sometimes, if you don't want to be hit as much, you got to show that it doesn't bother you. Just get up, straight back onto your feet, and get back into it. The adrenaline will take away the pain until after the game anyway, you know. So sometimes you just got to be a bit more braver like that to a large degree, to be brutally honest. And because if not, they're going to keep hitting you because they see a sign of weakness and they're going to constantly look to exploit it. We're talking about elite level sport here. So if Maddison wants to avoid being hit so much, he needs to start being able to learn how to take them a little bit. And, you know, gone are the days where players used to say, hey, look, even if I have to come off injured, I'm walking off, you know, I'm not being carried off and stuff like that. Now we're having physios on the pitch for 10, 15 minutes at a time and completely ruining a game of football. But look, overall, some of the same problems still from last season. We've dominated possession, but yet Hearts have had the better chances, more clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities, more than what we've created to a large degree. Brandon Austin's pulled off a great save. One of their players missed one from 3 yards. There's been one or two other opportunities as well where I can't believe they've missed. So, you know, them problems are still there. We still look vulnerable to a large degree on the counter. But apart from that, we've sat ourselves in their half, look to try and turn over ball as much as possible, you know, before it gets over the halfway line as we can. It's when it gets over the halfway line is where we really caught scrambling all the time. But going forward, I just want to see a bit more pizzazz, a bit more from them, try a bit more. You know, sometimes it feels like it's a bit slow or lethargic, or 2 or 3 players are feeling the move, and then that one player isn't, and it breaks down and it collapses. I want to see them be in a bit more sync. Look, Hearts aren't any great shape at all. You know, we went up there in, what was it, 2011, I think, UEFA Cup. Played them off the park that night. We put out a mixture of a team. You know, we should be performing better. We should be creating a lot more against Hearts, surely. That's where I'm at with that anyway, guys. Let me know if you're still with me, if you can still hear me or not. I don't see any more comments coming in. Maybe it's my computer again. Yep, my comments, my computer again. Oh, my Lord. Guys, I'm going to throw this bag of shit out the window shortly. It's really annoying me. I have to go and re-get the chat up. Just give me 1 minute. I'll go and do it now. Don't even know if I can get it now, actually. Might just have to do it through YouTube. You know, for a few minutes. This has gone absolutely wrong. And do you know what annoys me, guys? I actually spent time yesterday with Jack trying to put this together and make sure everything was alright. And it just seems to be absolutely unfolding here. And it's really fucking me off. Really pissing me off, actually. Nothing's working the way it's supposed to. It's a joke. See if I can get that live chat again. Just bear with me, guys. Get the pop out. Yeah. Better off getting it sorted before half time, eh? I wonder, are we going to make 11 changes? I'll keep you updated. Just bear with me 1 second. Just getting the chat overlay back up so I can get your stuff up on screen. Now, we're back. Thank bloody God. Mark, good to see you. It's back. Shemtam, stop. I'm having a nightmare. It's pissing. Did you know what's annoying? When you actually spend time, you know, making sure it's all correct, fixing issues, and then either the internet, which I have no control over, it's just fucking everything up. And then once one thing goes wrong, it's a snowball effect, and you have to redo it all again. It's absolutely madness. Jason, thank you very much. Absolute bore. Sound is good. Now we've got the chat back as well. Really do appreciate it, all you guys. Really, really do. Thank you for sticking by me. It's been an absolute disaster. Video's a bit laggy. I do apologise. Like I said, Jack will be back on Saturday. He's much better internet than I do. So we hopefully won't have too much of a problem from here on out, guys. It's just because I live in Ireland and everything in Ireland is bloody backwards. You can't get anything fucking decent and I'm pissed off. Might even have to move country just to do this. It's absolutely a joke. But hopefully we can get back to the football now. Looks like we're making a host of changes. Will Lankshire's on the sidelines there. Mikey Moore's about to come on. Timo Werner looks a bit pissed off there. I'm not sure why. Lucas Bergvall looks like he's set to come on as well, along with Tyrese Hall. Who else have we got here? Got young Robson on there as well, making a whole host of changes. A lot of youngsters getting some minutes out here now. Will Lancashire will probably get a chance to lead the line. Excited to see what Mikey Moore can do. Alfie Whiteman coming in goals, actually. Very interesting. Got rid of his Jonathan Woodgate hairstyle. I used to like that. About to get the second half underway here, guys. I'll get confirmations of all the changes for you in just a moment. A phone call with his bloody wife. Holy shit. Tell her you'll leave the dinner in the microwave and you'll be home later. Jesus Christ. Get on with it. Oh. You may as well just bring some bread and start feeding the seagulls at this point. Seeing more of them than I am football tonight. Why does he have his hand to his ear? Please. Oh, we had to wait for Timo Werner. Not a good start for him this preseason, is it? Can't find his gear. That's what the kerfuffle was about on the bench. I'll just go and get you guys some confirmation of the changes there. Just bear with me. Please just start working. I swear to God, I'm going to break this shit up. I swear, it's pissing me off. Lucas Bergvall came in. Timo Werner. I think I've seen Jed Spence. Whiteman's come in as well. Robson's come in. Alpha Whiteman already backing orders out there. Oh my lord. That's absolutely shocking. 1-1. Holy bloody shit. Who's that? Emerson Royale. So Hall has come into the midfield. Got Emerson at right back. Bergvall's come into the midfield. Robson's come in at left back. Oh, unlucky Therese Hall. So we have Whiteman that's come in to goals. Jed Spencer and Emerson Royale have both come in as well. Who else has come on? Mikey Moore, Will Lancashire, Therese Hall, Max Robson, and I believe Niall John. They've all come in there, guys. I think Ashley Phillips as well. Has he come on? Mikey Moore trying to get some pressure on. Wins it high up the field. Fuck me, this cameraman needs a new job. Cameraman is not for him. He's all over the shop. It's so fucking far away. Everything is just going wrong today. It's really pissed me off. Got out of bed, great day, couldn't wait for the football. And since the football started, absolutely everything's gone wrong. Bergvall. Spence. Emerson. On to Ashley Phillips. Back to Emerson. Bergvall. On to Therese Hall. Therese Hall out to Werner. Werner back to Bergvall. Tries to line it up for a shot, maybe a bit ambitious from the kid. But look, I don't mind it. I think that's brave. Right, so full confirmation of changes. Emerson Royale has come on for Pedro Porro at right back. Lucas Bergvall's coming into the midfield alongside Alfie Devine, it looks like. And Therese Hall. And we've also got Whiteman in goals. Jed Spence has come on as well, along with Ashley Phillips and Mikey Moore, Robson and Lang. I know, guys, shocking from Emerson, right? Absolutely bloody shocking. And again, what, another player rolling around here for 15, 20 minutes, I presume? Come on, Spurs. Come on, youngsters. Let's go. It's a switch of play by Hearts from the free kick. The amount of seagulls is so off-putting as well. Someone needs a BB gun. Robson wins Tottenham a throw-in. Therese Hall demands it. Gets turned. Good switch of play. Tries to find Jed Spence. It's gone on to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore trying to get forward here. Looks to Skinny's man. Back to Bergvall. Drives us forward. Well done. Bergvall in possession. On to Therese Hall. Back to Bergvall. On to Emerson. Bergvall trying to get comfortable here. Pumps it into Spence. He gives it back to Bergvall. Good ball out to Mikey Moore. Can he get turned? Alfie Devine. Back to Bergvall. Across to Ashley Phillips. He must be delighted he's finally getting some minutes. Emerson, on to Bergvall. Gave, who was that? Devine a bit of work to do there. Phillips. Tottenham trying to find their rhythm here. Out to Timo Werner. Werner finds the overlap to Robson. Doesn't do much with it. Gets it back to... Oh, giving away again. And Hearts are out. Oh, well done between Tyrese Hall and Robson there to try and get that ball back. Very well done. Bergvall on the ball now. Jed Spence looking for it. He gives it to Moore. He's got Jed Spence on the overlap. Mikey Moore back to Bergvall. Bergvall tries to trick one into Devine. Good ball to Jed Spence. Jed Spence on to Mikey Moore. Tottenham trying to build an attack here. Someone has to take a risk. Can't just all be in front of them, guys. Phillips. It's a good ball out to Timo. Or out to Robson. Where the fuck is Timo Werner gone? Oh, that's a great challenge by young Tyrese Hall. It's a bloody brilliant challenge by Tyrese. Yeah, Shem, Mikey Moore's on. We made a load of changes, lad. Bergvall's on a lot of them. Derek, hopefully they're on the way, my man. It's clear that we need signings, right? Especially in the forward area. Darren Caban says Emerson Royale has to go. He's a joke. I think there's many people going to be on that bandwagon after that, you know. And this is the problem as well. You've got to play youngsters. You have to have trusty old pros beside them. You know, he's come on, youngsters given an opportunity to play. And the first minute he does is put them under pressure by giving away a stupid goal. You know what I mean? It's just piss poor from Emerson. Mikey Moore on the ball. He's got Bergvall on the overlap. Uses him. Bergvall picks it back up. Back to Jed Spence. And he just puts a fucking absolute casual shit cross into the box. Guys, is anyone else getting dizzy from all these seagulls flying around the screen? Fuck me, where did I have them? Up in the rafters, up on top of the stand. Jed Spence picking up on the ball. Looks to find Mikey Moore. Come on, Mikey, this is your opportunity. Hits across straight off the defender. It's gone out for a Tottenham throw-in. Honestly, them seagulls are making me dizzy. They're just flying around absolutely everywhere. Bergvall. Goes back to Emerson. On to Phillips. Slow pass to Phillips. Someone wake Emerson up and tell him he's in a game. That ball travelled about 1 mile per hour. Good touch by Jed Spence. And then goes backwards. I am sick of players these days. They just don't know how to play forward. Werner. Gives it away. Shock. Well done, Phillips. Turns it back over. Onto Bergvall. Phillips looking for runners. He's getting pissed off here now. There's no movement. Oh, that's a bloody good touch. I think that was by Alfie Devine. Onto Werner. Werner gets it across. Just cleared. Will Lancashire trying to get in on the end of that. He looked frustrated. Maybe took too long to react to take a gamble. It's better from Tottenham Hotspur though. Werner. Emerson. On to Moore. Out to Bergvall. Bergvall. Who was that? Ashley Phillips. Timed his run well there, actually. Just a poor pass in behind. Hart's trying to get out. Bergvall picks it up. Gives it away again. Hart's with the clearance. On to Spence. Spence to Emerson. Emerson back to Spence. Spence driving forward. It's a good ball in behind. Will Lancashire. 1-2-1. Come on, Will Lancashire. Let's go! First senior goal for the kid. Absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing for him. Look what it means to him. Big smile on his face. He's absolutely delighted. Good play by Jed Spence, actually, by the way, I have to say. Look at him. He's buzzing. Come on, Spurs. 2-1. Jed Spence picks up the ball. Just drives forward. Feeds the run. Feeds the run. Absolutely great ball by Jed Spence. Better than what Emerson's done. Feeds it. Will Lancashire composed. Spurs 2-1, 2 to good. That's what we want to see. Absolutely buzzing with that. Let's get back to the chat. Assist by Spence. Guys, let me know. Jed Spence, great assist. Draw forward, confident, can play the ball. Brilliant ball in behind. And you know what? Delighted for Will Lancashire. Good composed finish as well. That's sometimes the thing with these young strikers. Will the nerves get the better of them? Because when you put through, it does go through your mind. Oh, I'm through here. I want to get my first goal. Out of mind, puts it in. Bottom corner. Brilliant finish from the guy. Tottenham 2-1, 2 to good. Absolutely buzzing with that, guys. The fresher. Told you, boy, Dave. The boy needs a chance. Who are you on about? Which player? Look, if it comes to a youngster, I don't want anyone to tell me that, boys, these guys need a chance. I've been speaking about it for the last while now, that these guys need an opportunity. If it comes to Jed Spence, you could be proven right there, the fresher. You were underneath my comments, actually, about Lancashire earlier on. You did say it, and I agreed with you, my man. Big D, it was a very nice drive by Jed Spence, actually. Maybe that might convince Postecoglou to maybe have another look at him, guys. Emerson Royale into Bergvall. Starting to move the ball a bit quicker here now. Getting a bit more exciting. Hopefully this continues. Hearts now in possession. Ball in across. Who gets the block there? Ashley Phillips. And I feel like he pulled his hamstring straight away. He's got his hands on his head. Maybe he's just tired from tracking back. I'm not sure. But it looked like when that ball came across, he got a block on it. And he looked a bit uncomfortable. Let's have a look at this again. Gets the block and hits him in the midriff. No, he's alright. He'll be alright, guys. Just my eyes deceive me. It's the Seagulls. Hearts with the corner kick. Is one area that Tottenham were really under pressure last year. Can they show signs of dealing with it? Two of them going for the ball at the near post. Eventually, young Alfie Whiteman gets there. Tries to play it over. Sorry, not young. And that's shocking. That is shocking from Mr. Whiteman. Straight out of play. Can Spurs get the pressure on? Great pressure from Lucas Bergvall. And gets the pass back as well. That's probably brilliant. Will Lancashire with the confidence tries to go for a second. Pulls it back here. Oh, unlucky. That's bloody great play by Lucas Bergvall there. Will Lancashire probably got a bit greedy. He had options there that he could have played. That's good endeavour, though, to win that back between Robson and Werner there. Guys, let me know in the comments, what did you think of Lancashire's finish? Cozy, Timo not doing it. He's been absolutely shit since he's come on. He's done absolutely F-all, Cozy. Spot on there. DJ AK says Spence might have a change of attitude if the manager believes in him, unlike Conte. Yeah, look, he might. But at the same time, I would say, look, I don't get Jed Spence for being angry at Tottenham Hotspur, by the way, DJ AK. I can fully understand why he was angry. He's worked hard all his career to get to the Premier League. And then at the first sight, he's used as a political battle. Oh, good pullback. Werner, you useless donkey. Back to Lancashire. On the edge for Devine. He's looking to lay it up. On to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore. Unlucky. How's Werner not scored? It's absolutely shocking from Timo Werner. Give me a minute, DJ AK. I'll get back to what I was saying about Jed Spence. Tottenham on the attack through Devine. Devine into Will Lancashire. Good hold-up play. Good straight. Gets turned. Gets the shot off. Falls back to Will Lancashire again. Lucky. The kid's come alive. The kid has come alive, guys. Gets the ball across. Oh. The kids are playing better than the first team. Back to Emerson. But DJ AK, as I was saying about Spence, look, I think a lot of it was that he was turning up late for training, team meetings and stuff like that. And Ange Postecoglou, oh, Mikey Moore trying an effort there, not too far. I'm loving the confidence from some of these young guys. But, you know, he's turning up late for team meeting trainings and stuff like that, and it pissed Postecoglou off, which I understand. But from Jed Spence's point of view, I also understand why he's pissed off with Tottenham Hotspur, right? You know, he brought in here, he's finally got to the Premier League, which has been his dream, and he's had to do it the hard way, by the way. You know, his last one out of his, 1 second, Timo Werner. Do you know what? I'm not even going to stop when Timo Werner's on the ball anymore. But he's had it the hard way. Last team picked out of his, local side. Last one, to get a professional contract through the academy. He's had it the hard way. And then his dreams taken away from him because Conte and Daniel Levy are at odds. I'd be pissed off. I'd have a piss poor attitude and stuff like that. At that point, it didn't matter what Jed Spence done. He just was never going to get game time. Where I think he didn't help himself is as soon as Postecoglou was announced, he should have tried to let bygones be bygones and put it behind him. And he probably didn't. Hopefully this season, maybe a year away, has probably helped him grow up a little bit, and hopefully he's putting them, because, there's a reason why we signed him, is for what he done right there. Them direct, powerful runs through the middle. That's why we signed him off Nottingham Forest. So let's wait and see what happens there. Ribsy says it was a pretty tidy finish. Definitely agree with that. Tyler says hopefully this opens Ange's eyes up finally. I really hope so, Tyler. I really hope so. AR says, like, the new Harry Kane. Let's go. Look, let's not get too carried away, but that ball that was fired into him holding it up and all, he looks good so far. His youngsters are looking pretty good. Lisa CKG17, excellent play there by Bergvall to get the ball. A nice pass. Bergvall's looked good. He's looked hungry since he's come on, wants to impress. All these youngsters have, looking to take their minutes. More very close there by Paul O'Connor. Brave from him to take on the shot as well. Absolutely. King Hoddle says, yes, Dave, but the Leeds manager didn't fancy him either. Look, 100%, I get it. But what I'm trying to say, King Hoddle, is when your dreams are being ripped away from you like that, he didn't want to be at Leeds. Let's be brutally honest. He didn't want to go out on loan. But when you're pissed off like that, and, there's this whole dark side to football that no one really talks about. Players getting, isolated and shit like that for no reason. When other players get a free pass and they probably have done stuff to be deserved to be isolated and shit, right? I would be angry. And as a young lad, you don't have that head on your shoulders where you go, right, new manager, fresh start and shit like that. You just don't do it. You're angry. You're pissed off at the world. And it probably continued on a bit longer than what it should. But let's see if there's a change there, for sure. Lisa wants Mikey Moore to score. I think we're all waiting for more youngsters to score. That'd be brilliant. Davey also says, nice, keep smashing that like button and all the subscribe button and all that sort of jazz. And if you are enjoying or appreciating the graft and the effort that I'm... Again, the internet's gone. Holy shit. It's back again. But if you are enjoying the graft and stuff like that, guys, please, smash that like button. Feel free to grab a channel membership. Plenty of perks coming your way. Or send in a super chat and just help the conversation along with me, guys. That'd be absolutely brilliant. Or just putting chats, questions and that in the comments to help keep me going. Jeez, I'm gonna need to rest my voice after this. I was gonna try and do a Twitter reacts for the morning, but I think after this I'm gonna have to rest my voice. My throat is starting to get so. Well done, Bergvall. Good energy in there. Well done, kid. Werner picks it up. Lancashire wants it. What are you doing? He goes backwards. Typical. Emerson Royale. Bergvall demanding the ball off him. Little step over and a turn. I love that. He looks bright, this kid. And it's a ball around the corner. Just not executed, but picks it back up again, Bergvall. Jed Spence onto Emerson. Into Tyrese Hall. Phillips. You got Bergvall there, use him. He doesn't. He goes into Jed Spence. Well done, Jed Spence. Collects it. Driving forward again. What can he do? Out to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore, you got Jed Spence there again if you need him. He uses him. Back to Moore. Devine trying to come across and provide an option. Doesn't use him. He goes to Bergvall. Bergvall looks tidy on the ball, He moves nice. Movement is good. The rhythm looks good. It's a good ball into Bergvall. Bergvall in behind for Mikey Moore. Will Lancashire takes the centre-back with him. Mikey Moore skins two. It's 3-1. It's an absolute beauty from Mikey Moore. Absolute beautiful goal. Skins about 2 or 3 players. We have a generational talent on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. That is definitely confirmed. Great one by Will Lancashire, by the way. Let's get a look at this replay. But that run from Lancashire takes the centre-back completely out and helps Mikey Moore. But he's just brave. Ball to Bergvall. Good ball by Bergvall. Moore says, give it to me. I want it. Takes one, beats two. Bottom corner finish. And that is 3-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. And that is two youngsters, Mikey Moore and Will Lancashire, on the score sheet. And so far, I'd argue, guys, you know what, 36 minutes into the second half, maybe a bit more than that, 25 minutes into the second half, these youngsters have looked a lot better than the first team, guys. Certainly looking to take their opportunity. And that's what's impressive. And I'm absolutely delighted that they are shining on the stage right now. And they all look hungry. And they all look like they want more. Which is the great thing about it. Guys, let me know your thoughts on that goal from Mikey Moore, please. Sensational. My man, we're all delighted for Mikey Moore. Ribsy delighted. Mr. Edwards, absolutely delighted. Lazy A has given out 5 memberships, guys. So make sure you be nice and say thank you to Nick for that. And show him that you really appreciate it. But Lisa O, Big T, Big Red Machine, Charlie Moondog, and AR have been the lucky recipients, so please make sure you thank Nick on that. Hotspur J, good to see you. Big up, Dave. Loving the watch along. Great to have Spurs back now. Come on, you Spurs. I'm buzzing. Big Red Machine, loving it. Paul Connor, he's loving it. Thomas as well. Good to see you're still here, my man. People saying thank you to Nick and people loving the fact that Mikey Moore has got his goal and the Bergvall assist as well, Paul Connor. Let's not get that lost as well. You're absolutely spot on. Delighted for youngster Mikey Moore. Now it's team all time. Can we get Werner on the dance floor? Delivers a cross. It's not a bad cross. It's just cut out before it arrives. I think that's to the on-rushing Will Lancashire. But this is good football from Tottenham. Scintillating, fast, exciting, looking to score goals. This is much better than the first half. Oh, that was a good idea. Who was that? Devine tries to play a short one in for, I think that is... I think it was trying to play Tyrese Hall in there, actually, or was it Ashley Phillips? It was unlucky. It was a good idea. But, guys, what a goal from Mikey Moore. I'm absolutely buzzing for the kid. Yeah, King Hoddle says he needs to see that goal later. King Hoddle, when you watch that goal later, watch Will Lancashire. Now, it did look like Will Lancashire was trying to get on the ball himself, and Mikey Moore said, get out my way. Don't be greedy. You've already got one. But he continued his run, which took the player with him, which created a bit of space for Mikey Moore. It was lovely. Nick's absolutely loving it as well. Rick C, good to see you, my man. DJ AK, delighted for him as well. Guys, let me know what you think of these youngsters so far. I think they've been so much better than the first team players for sure. Dave froze again. Typical when Dave does these on his own, especially the watch-alongs. My internet can't handle the amount of shit that you need to get it running and stuff like that. But like I said, I promise, guys, it'll be back better on Saturday for sure, lads, for sure. Hotspur J says, do you think Spence could win over Ange and play back up to Burrow? I don't see why not. I think if he can just correct some of the issues that he had with Ange Postecoglou before he sent out on loan, like turning up late and shit. Look, we've all been young once, right? We've all slept it in on jobs and stuff like that. Let's not pretend we haven't, you know. But if he can correct that, I don't see why not. I think it's been a good cameo for him, to be brutally honest. You know, that assist that he got was exactly what he done at Forest, and that's why we signed him. Even him moving that ball onto Bergvall for the assist. He's been bright since he's come on, Jed Spence, actually. He gives you maybe something a bit different to Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro is great on the ball, passing it, you know, long-range passing, crossing. He's a goal threat. He'll always start. However, if you want to maybe change it and, you know, get Jed Spence, you know, get him on the ball, get him running right through the middle direct, you know, why not? Something a bit different. Emerson. Ashley Phillips. Onto Bergvall, the Swedish sensation. He's been good. Back to Phillips. Marauding run forward. Look at that. There we go. There's the confidence. Gets the ball out to Werner. Probably going to break down now. Let's see what happens. Team up. Yeah. Shit pass into Tyrese Hall. It was a shit ball to Tyrese Hall. Doesn't even make it. Gets cut out. Hearts turn it over. Back with Emerson Rialdo. Jed Spence. Out to Mikey Moore. Devine, back to Moore, back to Devine. Good turn by Devine. Well played by Devine, actually. Brilliant play. Can he get it out to Werner? That he does. He gets it to Werner. Werner looking to take on his man. Get to the byline. Puts it across. Oh, come on! It's Jed Spence. What a game this guy is having. The Jedi. He is having an absolute brilliant game. And that's an assist from Timo Werner. And a finish from Jed Spence. Getting in there at the back post. Absolutely brilliant. But I'm sorry, guys. That goal was all made by Alfie Devine's play through the middle. Takes on 2 or 3 lads. Great outside of the ball boot to Werner. Or outside of the boot ball out to Timo Werner. Look at that. That's beautiful. Werner holds his run perfectly. Gets on the ball direct. Skins his man on the outside. Puts it across the 6-yard box. And Jed Spence is there to tuck it home. And that's 4-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. And Ange ball is well and truly underway and purring right now. That's absolutely brilliant. Jed Spence is having an absolute unbelievable game. And to some people's point, maybe he could just be on course to keep himself in and around the Tottenham setup and not go out on loan. But the Jedi is back, ladies and gentlemen. How do you like that? Come on, 4-1. Let's bloody have it. Let's change the clock. Absolutely loving life. Goals galore. It's what we wanted. We have a member chat. Where's it gone? From Adrian Brown. Adrian, good to see you, sir. Hopefully you're keeping well. Says, this is great to see the youngsters doing so well. It will make the seniors up their game if they want to get picked. Adrian, absolutely spot on. And this is what I've always argued, you know. For years gone by, we've had too many players happy to sit on the sidelines, roll out when they've been asked to. And when they've been rolled out, let's be brutally honest, they've embarrassed us in the Premier League. They've embarrassed us in the Carabao and the FA Cup. And they've embarrassed us in the Europa Conference League and the Europa League as well. All these backup players. And I keep getting told they're senior internationals, or I was used to keep getting told they're senior internationals, all that bollocks. I've always maintained, if they're going to come in and embarrass the club like that and not try a leg, get some youngsters through and let's see what they can do. And as of today, it's evidence. I've been speaking about some of the golden generation that we have coming through. People have been batting it off, throwing it away. Dave, you don't know what you're talking about. It's clear evidence there looking at it today. Even in the first half, who was our best performer? Archie Gray. Best performers this half. Devine, Mikey Moore, Lancashire, Bergval. You know, all youngsters. Absolutely great to see. And this is what I'm saying. They're young. They're hungry. They've got the ability. Now it's just about trusting them to be able to fill out that squad and bring them on in competitive games where it actually matters. But one thing is for sure. I'm bloody proud of these youngsters tonight. I've stuck my neck on the line for them, and they're paying me back, and I absolutely love it. I bloody love it. It's much better, much more exciting than the first half. First half, slow, lethargic, misplaced passes everywhere. People can't cross the ball. Look at these kids coming out there, popping it around. We look like fucking Barcelona right now. It's unbelievable. Big up, Adrian Brown. Really appreciate the length of the support, brother. A goal and assist for Jed. Absolutely spot on. Envy Joker Davis says Timo's playing well. I want look, Ed. He got the assist, right? Fair play to him. I'll give you the flowers for that. The rest of the game, he's been absolutely shit. He's done nothing. It's the first time he's done something. But he's done well. Greedy says icing on the cake for Spence. He's having a good game. Can he change Andrew's mind? I guess we'll have to have a speak about that at the end of the game. For sure. The opportunity to be brutally honest. Look, it's pre-season. Let's get that straight. You know, let's not get carried away. But if he continues putting in these level of performances, I don't see why you wouldn't look to fill out the squad. And I keep saying this to everyone. And I know I'm going to get called a Levy shield and everything else for it. Okay, the club can go out and spend 300 million tomorrow if they want to not be in financial fair play problems. Right? No problem. But they're not going to do it. And they're not going to fix all the problems in one window. So why not use the money and address the likes of the winger and the striker properly for the first 11? And use some of these youngsters and what we've got around. Oh, great turn. Oh, Will Lancashire with an unbelievable turn. Just couldn't get the finish. Slipped at the vital moment. So bloody unlucky. Nearly getting his second. Unbelievable turn. Now that was shades of Harry Kane. Unbelievable. This is a joy to watch. This is how I like my football to be played. Here we go. Bergval now driving through the middle. Spence wants it. They all want to turn. On to Phillips. Even he might have a go. It's beautiful stuff, guys. Devine. Back to Emerson. Therese Hall is looking for it. He doesn't give it to him. Goes out to Bergvall. Bergvall with a great ball in behind for Jed Spence. He's caused an absolute nuisance across my legs here. Just over the bar. What a... Oh, sorry, is that Valise? What a cross. He's got a bloody nose. What's happened to him? Guys, does Will Lancashire come off? Did I miss something? Valise has a bloody nose. Good ball in by Jed Spence. Absolutely sensational ball. He's having the game of his life right now. Bloody nose, so I think the game's probably going to stop for a minute. I think it happened from that one where he tried to turn and put it in the back of the net. Have I missed something? Oh, well done, Emerson. Good ball by Jed Spence again. Mikey Moore showing a bit of trickery. This is a joy to watch, guys. An absolute... Get back to the chat now. Just bear with me in 2 momento time. Nick from Venn says, wake up call for some of the complacent starters. Exactly this. This is what these youngsters can do. You know, keep pros on their toes. Darren Caban, Spain won the Euros with a young team. Look, I've been saying it for how long about giving some of these youngsters an opportunity. You know, age is only a number at the end of the day. If you're good enough, looking at it right now, the talent is quite clearly there. Emerson delivers it long towards Mikey Moore, nearly gets there. Shawnee Maddox, big up Shawnee, really appreciate the support, brother. Says, loving the youngsters, Spurs are back. Which youngster is impressing you the most? Well, guys, everybody, please answer that in the chat. Let us know who is impressing you most. A great ball by Therese Hall onto Mikey Moore. Tries to feed it back to Therese Hall. It's just over hit. Therese Hall picks up a throw-in. But, guys, answer Sean's question in the chat. Who is impressing you the most out of all of these youngsters so far? For me, Shawnee, I don't know who I'm impressed with more, actually. Jed Spence doesn't count, but I've been very impressed with him for sure. Do you know what? Bergvall's been very bright. You know, he's got on the ball. He's wanted to affect the game. He's comfortable on the ball in the deeper position. He's good at unlocking the door in the final third. He's been impressive. Mikey Moore's been relatively good as well, to be brutally honest with you. They would be my 2 standout. Will Lancashire's been fine as well, actually. So they would be my 3. But if I'm correct, does he come off for Valise? I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Hearts are out, though. But, look, I've just been impressed in the second half in general, Sean. You know, Phillips has done all right at the back line as well. Hasn't really had too much problems. I've been impressed with nearly all of them, to be honest with you, Shawnee. They've been our best performances today, and they can come out and hold their head high. You know, clearly there's a load of them looking to make sure they're the name on the tour, not being sent out on loan. They're desperate to be a part of this Ant Postecoglou project, and that's the best thing we can take away from it. And I think it also answers a question, Sean. Are they good enough? You know, can they handle themselves in this sort of environment? To a large degree, technically, I think it answers a lot of them questions, Shawnee. Let me know what you think on that, lad. Big yourself up. Really appreciate the support. And Adrian Brown has gifted out a membership to Alpesh Patel as well. Alpesh, make sure you say thank you, my man. And big up Adrian Brown. Really appreciate the support, brother. I really do. All of you guys, it really does mean a lot. Really means a lot. Hotspur Hippie, I thought you were doing a watch along. He says they're being attacked by giant seagulls. Run. Honestly, the seagulls is pissing me off. I feel dizzy. I feel like I need to go and have a lie down, to be honest with you, Paul. And guys, make sure you get over and check out Paul's channel as well. Of course, after the watch along, but get over and check him out. He's an absolute legend, that guy. Oh, a joy. It's a joy to be back. Joy to watch. The young players clearly get Ange ball. Dane Scarlett's now on the pitch. What are they doing? Rotating all the strikers? Probably shows we have to get rid of them, right? We've had Scarlett, Lancashire and Valise in the second half. Oh, well picked up by Werner. Use him. Use the kid. Thank you. Scarlett. Good control. Oh, Lord. What the fuck was that? See, That's the thing. We talk about Will Lancashire, Mikey Moore, the composure in front of goal. I spoke about it, the calmness. It's very easy to get excited. It's very easy to shank it, right? Look what Dane Scarlett's just done there. First of all, Werner should have played that ball earlier. He's offside. But he didn't know that. He still went for the finish, and it's shocking. You've got to be more composed, kid. But Werner, you've got to play that ball earlier. Give the kid a chance to get his name on the line. Emerson picks it up. Chooses not to go back to Whiteman. Uses Spence. Spence holds it up. Lovely play by Spence again. On to Emerson Royale. Great ball out to Mikey Moore. Just a bit of miscontrol there. If he didn't, we were through there for a fifth probably. Divine onto Bergvall. They're just knocking about their embarrassing hearts right now. This is beautiful. This is sexy to see. This is sexy football. I'm getting that excited. My missus probably run out of the house, you know, when the game is finished. I'm that excited right now. And we're going to get young Gunter in goals for Alfie Whiteman. Deserves it as well. Delighted for young Gunter. Exceptional campaign for the under-21s last season. People delighted to see him. Good to see you, Steady Shark, as well. AR Lancashire looks so much better than Scarlett. He does. He does. Lancashire had a great introduction. Scored his goal. Took it well. What more do you want? Valise even looked decent enough. He was just unlucky not to score, I think, to be honest. But Shawnee, they're answering you in the chat who they think is best. Make sure you get back to them. Steve D. Good evening, Steve. First of all, you're a bit late reporting for duty. Where have you been, Stevie D? Not good enough. I know, money messing. But good to see you, Steve. We look good this half bit, my man. 4-1 up. The kids have been sensational this half. Playing hearts off the pitch. So much more exciting going forward. Therese Hall picks up the ball here, though, now. Beats 1, beats 2, beats 3. Absolutely sensational run from Therese Hall. He's looking to go for a 4th and a 5th. Plays it back. That's brilliant from Therese Hall. To Werner. Emerson. Bergvall. Bergvall now getting confidence. Taking one on. Out to Mikey Moore. Jed Spence on the overlap. He plays. Oh, that's a brilliant pass from Mikey Moore. Great weight on it. Spence tries to pull it back. It's blocked. It's gone out for a corner. I have to say, Mikey Moore and Spence on that right side. That's fire. That is absolutely cooking right now. That's good to watch. That's some good shit. For sure. Not sure that tracksuit top is suiting hands right now. Emerson. Back to Bergvall. That's a beautiful cross onto the head of... Oh, it's in the back of the net in the end. Is that Therese Hall? No, it's not. Who's that at the back post? I think it's Dane Scarlett with the initial header, is it? Who gets him at the back post, guys? Let me just see. I've no commentary on it at the minute. What a ball. What a cross from Lucas Bergvall, by the way. It is absolutely perfect. It is on a plate. And it's young Therese Hall. Come on. Young Therese, is it? No, it's not. It's not Therese Hall. Who is that gets in at the back post, guys? Phillips? Ashley Phillips. Bergvall, great cross in. Dane Scarlett with the header. It's saved. Number 35. Who's 35? Kevin K. Dave lad, how the devil are you? When are you fighting Super Ollie T on the Misfits card? Who's Ollie T, lad? Let me know. I'll fight anyone on the Misfits card, lad. I'm afraid of nobody. It'd be a bad mistake getting me involved in that. Phillips, guys. Come on, young Ashley Phillips. Bloody buzzing for him. I thought it was hot as well because they panned to him after. Bloody great finish. Al Ben, are we okay with one thing good and then 4 poor from Werner? He should never be near the team that is trying to compete for trophies. Fair play. That's fair, Al Ben. MV Joker Davies, let us know what your thoughts are on that. But Kevin K, I'll be down to fight anybody on the Misfits. No problem at all. No problem. Your boy David kicked the shit out of them. Simon Cohen, good to see you, my man. Hopefully you and the family. I actually need to change my scoreboard, come to think of it. Getting too excited, getting too carried away with how good this game has been for the youngsters. Incredible. Good ball around the corner. Dane Scarlett with a poor touch. He's looked piss poor when he's come on. It's another poor pass by Dane Scarlett. Hearts are in behind here. Ah, that's good defending by Emerson on the track back, and Alfie Devine as well. Moves the ball onto Jed Spence. Bergval's begging for it. He receives it. Looking to play forward. He's been very impressive, Bergval. Devine's been good as well, actually. He's been good. A good ball on the overlap for Jed Spence. He gets there. It's gone out for a corner kick. This guy has been my man of the match. He has been absolutely sensational. He has been flying the old Jedi. Absolutely brilliant, Jed. He's put it all in today. Put it all out there. Can we get an Ashley Phillips second goal here from the corner? They chose to go short. Back to Bergval. Jed Spence. Emerson. On to young Therese Hall. Hall. Going forward with it. That's what we like to see. Good brave run. Oh, he runs all the way into the box. Nice and direct. Oh, nearly won a corner kick. It's just come off his toe out for a goal kick. Spurs fans really appreciating that behind the goal with a round of applause from Therese Hall. Absolutely love it. I'm loving what I'm seeing here right now, guys. Absolutely loving it. It's brilliant. Long kick out. Ashley Phillips picks it up. Back to Gunter. Delighted he's got his opportunity. What in the shite has happened here? They've just cut my stream on Spurs play. Have they? Blank screen. We're back again. It's a ball in behind. Oh, he gets there. Oh, no. He's blazed it over. He's had Werner in the box and he's absolutely blazed it. Dane Scarlett. He'll be going out on loan after this. I can tell you that. That is very, very greedy. Rounds the keeper, but my God, he's got to play. He's got to play Timo Werner across there. Very greedy from the guy. If I'm Werner, I'm absolutely livid. King Adel says we've got more players than he's had hot dinners, yeah. I think we had a bench of, what, like 14 players or something like that. It's absolutely ridiculous. Cozy Spence had a glimpse of Ange ball and he wants it. He's thriving in it, that's for sure. Lisa says, my God, Bergval's passing is beautiful. It's absolutely spot on. He's a tidy footballer, isn't he? You can just tell by the way he manipulates the ball. He's absolutely tidy. There's no panic about him. He's graceful. He wants the ball. He wants it. He's a good player. I like what I've seen so far. Tyler, great run from Hall. You're absolutely spot on. Envy Joker Davies' response to Al Ben says, I think Werner has had a couple of good moments, but like the rest of the first team, he's rusty. I'll stand by him. 5 out of 10. Lee Harvey says, Dave Jack would have loved this game. He would have absolutely loved it, Lee. He would have loved it. Look, goals galore. What more can we ask for? People said they enjoyed that. Thomas's excellence with his a round of applause. Derek Hutchinson says, excellent performance. Very good second half, says Greeny. Well, guys, that is it. The game has officially ended, and it's ended 5-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. Look, game of two halves, a lot of substitutions at half-time. Let's deal with the first half, guys. Look, in comparison to the second half, absolutely way off the levels. And the second half shows you how exciting Ange ball can be if you've got players that are full of confidence, not afraid, and want to prove a point and want to play it out there. It's like these youngsters went out there free today. Second half was a massive turnaround. First half, standout performance. Archie, great centre-back. Very comfortable on the ball. And made a couple of great tackles. Kulusevski was good as well. Madison to a degree. Son was good, just didn't really find that goal. But to be brutally honest, we didn't really create an awful lot in the first half. It was slow. It was lethargic. Yes, we can sit there and say they're building up. I get it. But some of the hunger in some of the players maybe worries me. Madison should have came back with more hunger than what he did to prove a point. Bassoum after last season as well, with the critics around him. I just felt like I wanted to see more, see them grab the score for the game in the neck. But you look at Bergval, how he grabbed that game by the scruff of the neck in the second half. How's Madison not doing that in this system? Look how effective Bergval was. Out on the wing, putting in crosses, running through the middle, putting balls in, getting in the deeper role, getting on the ball. And that's the difference. He goes and commands the ball and wants it. Madison sometimes goes hiding. Second half, absolutely night and day. We won that second half. What was it? 4-1 in the end. Emerson, don't get me wrong, absolutely shocking from Emerson Royal. And it's a problem. I like Emerson. I think he's a nice guy, and I like, that things got hard for him at Tottenham, and he went out his way to, invest his own money to put things right. Or from professional footballers this often. But these guys are supposed to come in and help some of these youngsters ease into it. Them youngsters look for these guys for the confidence, and he makes a mistake like that. And I can't defend Emerson today. It's indicative of why people get pissed off with him. Put it on a sour note and could have very easily unraveled. However, guys, the mentality of these youngsters not to let that affect them, to still demand the ball, keep pushing, keep going forward, is a joy to behold. I've spoke about these youngsters for quite some time now and tried to make people aware of some of the talent we have in there. Jamie Donnelly was good in the first half as well. Let's not forget that. All of the youngsters that played out there today have all put in an absolute brilliant performance. Archie Gray, brilliant. Jamie Donnelly, brilliant. Devine today, good in the midfield. Lancashire took his goal very well. Valise unlucky not to score. Mikey Moore, absolutely brilliant. Tyrese Hall, good. Really good. Bergval, brilliant. Absolutely great impact from these guys. And at the end of the day, if we can just keep trying to push some of these through, keep them knocking on the door, it can only be a good thing for them senior players to get their ass into gear. There is no off day. There's a reason why when they perform badly, they still put out there the next week. And it goes on for 2-3 months at a time. It's because they have no one hunting down their places. Today, if I'm some of them youngsters, I can't wait to get back into training again tomorrow or Friday ahead of the next game. They'll be chomping at the bit, and this can only be good for Tottenham Hotspur. They clearly understand the tactics. They clearly understand the way that Ange Postecoglou wants to play. Now it's just about having the balls to give them the opportunities in meaningful games. But I'm absolutely delighted for some of these youngsters. Being big question marks around, are they good enough? And stuff like that. Clearly, people saying clearly not good enough if Ange doesn't trust them. By the looks of today, they're clearly good enough. Some of them even perform better than some of the old senior pros that we have in that squad. Absolutely brilliant performance from them. And just as a side note, Wayne Burnett must be absolutely super proud. The under-21 manager who nurtured a lot of these guys must be really, really proud. Of the performance they put in. Alpesh Pitalis even got as far as saying, Dave, is it bye-bye Madison, hello Bergval? No, not bye-bye Madison whatsoever. I just think he needs to pick up his game a little. Maybe he's got too comfortable. That's what I would maybe argue. He's got way too comfortable. We got this from Drew Zilla, member for 10 months. Big up, Drew. Great to see you and really appreciate you tuning in. Says, kids look great today. Long may it continue. Drew, You've seen me on various channels speaking about the kids and the youngsters. You've seen some of the grief for the stick or, the pushback I've had to take on it. Today's my day, They were absolutely superb. But Drew, really appreciate you tuning in, my man. Really do. And hopefully we can get Shawnee back up and running. I know you're a huge fan of the channel, so hopefully we get him back out here soon. Danny Darko says, great job today, Dave. Been driving listening to you. Made my trip. Second best to watching the game. Do you know what? Really appreciate that. Do you know, it's been a struggle, this watch-along. I've had a really good day. Pre-match show, perfect. But this watch-along, because of my shit internet, and by the way, guys, can everyone email Air Broadband on my behalf, please? It just isn't good enough to run everything I need to do, and it puts everything else out of sync. And once thing goes wrong, everything goes wrong. But these young lads really, gave me a lot of joy in that second half. What an absolute performance from the guys. I'm absolute buzzing, guys. That's great to see from them youngsters. And hopefully we kick the shit out of QPR again on Saturday. DJ Sammy says, we're back, baby. Boom. Absolutely love that. Shawnee Maddox says, huddle until they get chances. We don't know. Hotspur J says, very pleasant. Pleased with that. I'm very pleased with it for sure. Tyler says, some of the senior players should feel embarrassed. And absolutely spot on. Look, it's clear. Some of them went out there and went through the motions, Tyler, right? Clear. Didn't feel like they needed to have to go out there and prove a point. Didn't feel like their place is under pressure. Well, they should be embarrassed looking at the second half, what some of these youngsters produced, for sure. Mr. Edwards says, good second half performance. Looking forward to QPR on Saturday. If these kids play well again, questions have to be asked about who gets in the first team. Look, I'm not even saying just throw them straight into the first team, but put them in and around the squad, Give them minutes in cup games and shit like that instead of rolling out. Like in years gone by, we've rolled out Sanchez, Dyers, people like that, Doherty's. Where's it got us? Knocked out. Embarrassed. Roll out these guys. They'll do a better job for sure. Absolutely convinced of it. Al Ben says Leipzig chooses to give their youngsters the chance instead of Werner, and we should do the same. How long I've been saying it, Al Ben? How long have I been saying it, you know? I keep saying it. If you want to create competition, get rid of some of the guys we have that are supposed to be senior pros and everything else who don't give a bollocks about the club. Fill it with youngsters. Let them go. You know, they're talented. They're there. The talent is there. It's clear to see. What about by Werner, by the way? They're showing that about 10 times. Trying to get the Spurs fans on board with him. Big up Derek Hutchinson. Really appreciate it, my man. Guys, I'm going to keep going for about another 5-10 minutes. Any questions you want me to answer, please put them in the chat. I'll be more than happy to do that. Any talking points you'd like me to discuss, put them in. I'll be more than happy to do that. Thank you for all of your patience today as well, by the way, with some of the things going wrong. You know, if you have enjoyed the graph, if you have enjoyed the watch along, you know, there's going to be plenty more coming all season long. Grab yourself one of the channel memberships. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. You know, small price every month to support your boys. Or send in a super chat and help support us. Either it's completely up to you, or just get them in the comment section and we'll take them up as we go along. King Hoddle says he wants Davies gone. I mean, Jamie Donnelly's not he's a striker or a centre attacking midfielder. He's played better than what Davies does at left back, that's for sure. Timothy Whitaker, Kulu should be sold unless he fits as our backup striker. He just doesn't seem to fit anywhere else. And that's it. Look, I really like Kulusevski. I think there's a really good player in there. But we just can't find his best position in this Ange Postecoglou system. Is it right wing? Is it through the middle as a centre midfielder? Is it Cam? He's left-footed. Could it be left wing? Me, personally, I would put him up front. I want to see him through the middle, up front. I think the 2 games I've seen him there, last year he performed well. Luton, when we got sent off down to 10 men, performed admirably in that role. And against Sheffield United end of the season, good as well. I wouldn't mind seeing it, to be brutally honest with you. That's what I would like to see. Big up Stevie Fraser. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, Stevie. Big up Davey Hall. Thank you very much for tuning in. Chris Loney says, and we still have a Doji, Van de Ven, Radu, Romero and Bentancur all to come back in. Richarlison as well, if anyone wants. Throw his name out there, all to come back in. Absolutely. Anthony Grimer says, and Phillips look good. Tidy in possession, which is, I think, one of the areas he really needs to prove to Ange Postecoglou that he can handle it, is in possession. Got on the ball, confident with his passing, drove forward a couple of times, and hey, arrived at the back post for his goal, right? You know, absolutely buzzing for him. And hopefully he gets more minutes and more opportunities against QPR. Lisa CKG17, thanks, Dave. Good to see you doing a watch along again. Come on, you Spurs. And you know what? It's great to be back doing watch alongs. I've absolutely missed them. It's great to be back. Jack knows, you know, sometimes it's hard to get me out to do other content that isn't watching Spurs, because that's ultimately what I want to be doing. But guys, also, we have a very interesting debate show, panel show coming out tomorrow. Hopefully you guys can get behind that, tune in and watch us. You know, we're going to have a conversation about Brennan Johnson after his goal today. Does he get too much criticism from the Spurs fan base? I'm probably included in that. We're going to talk about the youngsters. Is the quality genuinely there, and we mishandle our development of these youngsters, or is the quality not there? So we're going to have a lot of discussions about that. So make sure you tune in for that. We've some great discussions. But overall, guys, I have to say, first half, poor. Second half, absolute delight to watch. It's the way Ange ball should be played. And in general, it's the way I like my football to be played. Quick, fast movement, direct, you know, looking to score goals at all cost. And then lastly, can we talk about Jed-I Spence? Now, I got ridiculed a while ago, you know, people saying, oh, where's Jed Spence? He's back, baby. The Jedi is back. What a performance. Man of the match. You know, constant threat down that right-hand side, underlapping, overlapping. And when you talk about, does he have the quality in the final third? Some great deliveries, great through balls. Absolutely he does. What a performance from Jed Spence. Oh, sorry. I want to know if you guys, does he deserve another chance? I think off tonight's night, I think he was absolutely sensational. I think it's hard not to look at him again, at least in another game, and see what he can bring for sure. Be very interesting. We have Paul Poplar. Your commentary is far superior than most watch-along shows. Thanks. Do you know what? I really appreciate that. Sometimes I worry about all this stuff. Are we good enough? Do we do enough? Are we entertaining enough for people and stuff like that? But yeah, at the end of the day, I can't fake anything. I am who I am, and I am what I am. You know, I'm glad that you appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much. Big up Paul Connor as well. I can't wait to get Jack back today, and that was stressful today. Big up Adrian Brown. Big up all until Saturday. I thought I said Sunday there for a minute. No, you're right, Saturday for sure. Cozy Miss Spurs, and what a start. Hooked again. Big up Dave. Looking forward to the next one. And I'm bloody hooked, my man. I'm going to go off now. I'm going to have my salad. I'll probably play a bit of Football Manager and dream of all the possibilities running through my head of what I've seen tonight. The Big D says, Dave, great show, and Jack would be proud. Great start to the pre-season. My God, does Archie Gray look good? He's being interviewed right now on Spurs Play, and Jed given something to think about. Archie Gray looked brilliant today. You know, playing out of position, centre-back composed. Positioning was good. Got stuck in. These are all things I said before the game that you can still look at and see if he's got it. And he was sensational there today. Let me know who you think was better, though. Archie Gray or Bergvall. I think Bergvall was absolutely sensational in that half. Constantly on the ball. Absolutely brilliant from Bergvall. And Jed Spence, like I said, maybe has given Ange Postecoglou food for thought. Mark P, loved the second half, Dave. We have a hell of a player in Archie Gray. It does look like that. He was absolutely brilliant today, Archie Gray. Like I said, I think there was loads of players that were brilliant, but I think Archie Gray would probably be standout from the first half. And then I think you've got to give it to Jed Spence in the second half, although there's a number of players, let's be brutally honest, we can pick out for praise for sure. Let me just take one or two more comments, guys, and then I'm going to call it a night, rest up my throat, and hopefully we'll get, I will have that panel show tomorrow, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to put another video together tonight or not for the morning. If not, I'll try and put one together in the morning. Who is it? Leighton Evelyn says, stop hyping, for fuck's sake. I'm not hyping Leighton, I'm just saying what I see. I thought second half performance was a lot better than the first half. And, you know, you got to understand, Leighton, I've had a lot of pushback about what I've said about these academy kids being good enough. I'm going to enjoy my moment tonight, that's for sure, Leighton Evelyn. But good to see you, though. Moondog as well says, great watch along. Really appreciate that, my man. I really appreciate you tuning in, Moondog. How's Charlie as well? Let me know. Scotty Hynam, really appreciate you tuning in. John Tucker says, Dave, I've listened to you and Jack thrash England for the whole Euros. Wouldn't have done it if it wasn't great content. John, I didn't thrash England. I just gave my opinion on Southgate as a manager. And that was like, the thing is, if you get a manager that comes in and plays great football, which, by the way, there's rumours Ange might be on that list, I'd have no problem sitting back there watching the game and praising you guys if you entertained me. But you don't, so it's a bit different. But it's good that we're back on the same team, though, John, eh? I really do appreciate your support all over on TiVo. King Hoddle, really appreciate that. Lee Neri says, great watch along, Dave. As usual, enjoy the rest of your night. Sean E.J. Daniel says, fact is, Jed Spence has to improve his attitude. To get the game time, he should get a chance to compete with Porro. No, look, 100%. I think a lot of the rumours was he was turning up late, etc., right? You know, for training team meetings. And I understand it as a kid. You know, you've been because of politics between Conte and Levy, your dream has been taken away from you, and you're not going to play no matter how you do. If I'm a kid his age, I'm pissed off. I'm resentful. You know, I'm angry. And I think where he probably made the mistake was when Ange came, he should have dressed himself down and said, right, let's go. He didn't. Hopefully now he's learned. But off the back of today's performance, it looks like he wants to be a part of Ange ball, and he looks absolutely suited to the system. So I hope he gets another opportunity, and let's see what he can do in that regard. But look, chances are he still might be sold. We don't know. But guys, that's it from me. I want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you for tuning in. Every single one of you for sticking by me through some of the tough parts on this stream while I was having a meltdown and stuff like that. And ultimately, we got our reward, a nice 5-1 win today. Great to see. All we want to see in pre-season is goals galore, right? We got that. We want to see our youngsters perform well. We got that. Jed Spence surprising us well. You would like a surprise in pre-season. So there's a few ticks there. I would say I'm still concerned about the first half team and how crap we are going forward. Maybe there needs to be some changes there. Bring in some of these youngsters like a Mikey Moore or something to inject a bit of enthusiasm, a bit of pace and creativity. But guys, that's it from me. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Thank you so much. Everyone who's gone the extra mile for supporting the channel, the memberships, you know, the member chats, you know, the super chats and everything else. It really does mean a lot. It helps us keep going, helps us keep getting this content out to you guys. And hopefully you guys keep enjoying it. Go and enjoy your night. So for the Australians, enjoy your day like Davy Shire. It's only daytime. Enjoy the rest of your day. Eddie as well. Ribsy, I'll see you back here tomorrow to dissect more. As always, come on, you Spurs. In the mighty Ange, I trust. We never stop. It's fucking been great to be back.